And we're live. Woo! Oh my god. Yay.
Whoa, live.
Hi, Brent.
Not
Hi.
like my character.
Oh my god. Hold on. Okay. Perfect music kicking. Welcome to the fourth session of In Between Places. And if you're wondering, slightly different layout. We have a +1 compared to just 3 players the last time. Yes, it's a completely different group. Just as it's been constantly teased for In Between Places, we had a positive problem of having a lot of players wanting to try Curseborne. And so we have the first group who played the lovely Sorcerers, who built, spoiler for some players, they created something in which they will have to deal with the consequences of the actions made by the sorcerers in the first 3 sessions. And now we have the Accursed, these new Accursed, who will be playing different kinds, the remaining 4 types of Accursed, and how they are tied to the sorcerers we'll find out in the remaining 3 sessions of In Between Places. Also, a heads up, we are uploading the sessions over at my YouTube channel, DenMotherPlays. So if you want to catch the last 3 sessions, you can check it out over there. We already have the first episode, and the second episode will be uploaded tonight. And as well as these sessions will be here in OnyxPath, so you can check it out if you can't wait it on YouTube. You can check it on OnyxPath. It's currently highlighted for your review and enjoyment. But yes, welcome. I hope you guys will enjoy the continuation of the story in which, In Between Places and Black Hollow Ridge goes on, but with the stories of these 4. Before we begin our tale, I will have everybody introduce themselves. Um, we'll start first. I know there's like different styles. This is deliberate, and you know, we respect privacy, but while also allowing people to play some games. So, with this, we start first from my hand. Okay, OBS here. In the stream, it's left. So, on the leftmost side, introduce yourself and who are you playing as? Just a short blurb, if you can. Sin, introduce yourself.
Huh?
Yeah, there you go. Fantastic. Nailed it.
Love that.
Wait, I thought you said left. I'm looking at the screen as well. I'm not on your left.
You are on my left. What do you mean? You are on my left.
But the time it's
Look at the stream.
What is on stream? Where am I pointing?
Yeah, no, on stream you are on the left.
So
Yeah.
basically, when you're streaming,
Oh,
it's
this-
mirrored.
Stream I'm on the left, but like when she raised her hand, it was like whatever.
But also,
Anyways,
technicality, I
so
am
my
on the
name
left.
is Sin. But yeah, hi, my name is Sin, variety streamer, and basically I played a number of tables with Denma. Uh, Call of Cthulhu. I played with her in Changeling the Dreaming. We've done D&D, and I don't know if there was any other TTRPGs, or maybe I'm just forgetting. But yeah, so yeah, I'm really glad to be here, and I'm really excited to try this out, Curseborne.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm getting myself into.
And what character will you be playing as?
I will be playing as Varian Rex, or as he is nicknamed Van or Rex, and he is tonight's Primal.
Yeah, thank you so much for that introduction. Now, we'll do first all the blinky folks. So point on over to the right side, and it's registered there. Chestnut Rice. Yes, Chestnut Rice. Please introduce yourself.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Chestnut Rice. I will not let you know my real name because my privacy. A freelancer, an artist and illustrator, but when it comes to TTRPGs, I've essentially been playing, DMing, essentially a lot of homebrew stuff, a lot of just self-made stuff. that Cuff Cuff I'm also planning to publish, and DenMother has been helping me a lot when it comes to that specific work, but fun times. Anyway, with regards to essentially like what I do, well, DenMother has I've basically played with DenMother for quite a bit at this point. Not just D&D, but also Lancer and other systems. But yes, I am quite keen to play Curseborne and World of Darkness because my goodness, have I heard a lot of this. I've heard a lot about the system, and I am keen to get my toes into it. And I am keen to have my jorts be absolutely soiled. I've heard a lot of horror stuff, and I am very excited to be spooked.
All right, and who are you playing as?
I'm playing as Piers Morgan, a British man who is going to cook his life out because he likes to cook. He's chef. Period. He is just the chef.
Yeah. His art. Probably there's a reference
Yes.
there somewhere with the name and everything else, but you'll definitely get to know the chef later on. Okay, next in the introduction, I'll keep you last. I'm making you last. We're going to start now with the other bottom left of the screen. Yeah, and introduce yourself and the character.
Yeah, I am like Yana, Vanya, Ivan. I enjoy TTRPGs for last couple of years. Played some, ran some. Mostly I was like a GURPS players and GM. Wrote a bit of GURPS to Denma. Denma introduced to me plenty of other TTRPGs. And yeah, same. I am really excited to try Curseborne. I really, really love World of Darkness and interested to like experience this new twist. I mean, it's not totally World of Darkness; it's a bit different, but still, yeah, spookisms. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
We'll be playing as Vasyl Zolotarenko, or just Vas, who is like member of Ukrainian American diaspora, and he's very, very hungry, black heart.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. And just letting you know, he committed to the bit. He wore an executive outfit for tonight to just embrace the role of his character.
No, it's not an executive outfit. It's like it's essentially carnival gift to his grandma. I mean,
Oh,
character will be
yeah.
wearing it, but like later.
But I would just say it's very office. It gives very office corporate. You know, like I said, it reminds me of the national outfit of.
It's because it's not up close. It actually I'm not sure
Oh,
how
look at that embroidery! Oh,
to
that's
show
so...
it,
Yeah, we see the
but
patterns.
Oh my god.
yeah,
That's so nice.
it's not office.
Oh, it's not. Oh yeah, now it's not. Yeah, now it's not. But it looks good though. It looks really nice. Thank you for you know, wearing an outfit, wearing a good drip for and cosplaying your character for tonight. And last but not the least, introduction. Introduce yourself and who you're playing as tonight.
Hello, I am the MadMimicVetra. I'm a streamer, artist, and gamer. I've been playing TTRPGs for about probably 3-4 years. Started with 5e, did a bit of Pulp Cthulhu, and have been trying out a bunch of different ones thanks to DenMotherPlays. And I'm thankful for her to allow me to play Curseborne. I am currently playing as Dune, who is a... Is it path or is it... yeah, I'm a chimera.
Lineage.
Lineage. I'm a chimera.
Yeah. But there's the fun logo made there. The Outcast.
Yes, the Outcast. Chimera, basically.
Wait, unmuting. Let me just say that I'm horrified with the decision that we're gonna have a lizard character as... I mean, Outcast is one of those very out there like classes in a sense, and I'm glad that we're able to do a fun iteration with
Out there.
your character. Woo!
Yes, apparently I changed it up and more so than what it was meant to be.
Alright. So those are the players these are the characters, and we will now, just like, you know, those cool 90s to early 2000s Monster of the Week-esque shows, we're already in the second half of the season. New cast, new characters, same dilemma, and we'll see what they'll be doing with their current predicament. We're gonna shift the POV real quick. In this timeline, you know, if you see a title card somewhere, there's like a rolling of numbers, and it is actually 2009. Huh? And we actually move on over to a university a couple of states away from Black Hollow Ridge. Story doesn't exactly start in the small town. We start there in the university. We'll just put it that it is somewhere close to Christmas break. You're finished, like everybody's rushing to finish the last of the finals, assessments, and just, you know, crying as they're trying to meet all the deadlines so that they can finally rest for Christmas, and whatnot. Just to make sure, am I remembering
The
that
crunch is
story?
real.
Just to make sure, am I remembering this correctly? Are we still sticking to the student bit, or have you decided to go executive?
No, I decided to go executive. Yeah.
Okay. So this would be probably a little bit of a rollback instead of 2009. This is probably a year you graduated, so maybe 5 years. So it's
Let
2000.
it be like yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
so
2004.
2004 first, in the university. It is December still, December 2004. I'd like to know, like, paint us a picture of your character in, you know, in university.
Okay. It's can't say okay. It's a pretty tall. Actually, I have his picture. Albeit it's picture from him from 2009. So probably
A scrawnier
a
version.
little smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, scrawnier version, but still like a tall boy with a soft face, who's like looking walking and looking somewhere at the clouds. He is here because university can like this university can help him like manage family business, but he's not totally sure that this is what he must go for. So he's just like walking and thinking, like sleepwalking out of the class. Oh, in the class. What time is this? Like time of day?
The
Are we
time of day, I
getting
would say it's
into or
close.
out?
I would say it's the classes just ended. This would be late afternoon. Everybody's just zombified. It's like crying, celebrating at the end of the examinations, the end of submissions. So it's like it's the last day of class actually. The one thing,
Oh, I see.
yeah, the one thing you actually do pick up, you know, beyond the celebrating students, is one of your dear friends. 'Cause you've been
Mhm.
looking around for them the whole day, the classroom, and your usual hangouts. They weren't there.
Huh.
I would say, like, this, we haven't given a placeholder name yet, but this is a close friend of yours. You know, you've been going to school for a while. You've been hanging out for quite some
The
time, and suddenly
one
they have vanished.
one from the department store, like it's a contact or different one?
This is just more for your backstory, actually,
Ah,
because
gotcha.
because you wrote a lot of backstory, and I'm trying to incorporate
Okay.
as much of what you've written.
Yeah, there are like best friend and
Yes, the best
another
friend.
one. Okay, let's say
The best friend.
it is the best friend one, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay, it's George. Yep.
You don't see George.
Odd. Okay, I phone him. We do have that Nokia's.
Yeah, we do have Nokia's. You start ringing. You ring a couple of times. Then it just rings and goes to his voicemail.
Hmm.
Hey, this is George. Leave a message. Boop.
Hey, is everything okay? I haven't seen you today. Call me a bit later, please. He leaves a message. Probably his father requested help with the store. Not the first time.
Yeah.
Albeit on such a date.
You more or less there's a worry there, but it wasn't long after. This is probably after Christmas, like after the Christmas break or within the Christmas break. You do get a message from him. He goes, "Hey, sorry, I just got back. Oh, nothing to worry about. I just had a stint in the hospital, like some kind of exhaustion, levels of exhaustion. Couldn't be explained. I have no idea. Like,
I see. You were cramming a bit, I guess.
oh no, this happened right after we were doing like a study group, and then remember like we were just talking excitedly about like cryptids." Remember that time
Yeah,
when I showed you a
I
couple of,
remember that.
and I showed you a website. I showed you a website I found out. This was like really old
That's
website,
cool.
5 years ago. It was called the Church Collective. They had a couple of videos there, and I was just so excited. Apparently, they found the Wendigo that was up in the mountains.
Oh, yeah, I remember something like that.
Yeah, I remember, and then I was just so excited.
Oh.
We were just just talking all night. Then afterwards, I just couldn't get up the
Mhm.
next day. A lot of people thought like I had like all my entire body just shut down or something. Like my muscles just wouldn't. I was like, I felt like I was awake,
Oh,
but you think the Wendigo did it?
I also remember you were really mad about something. Was it like comics book universe
Oh
reboot or
yeah,
something like that?
don't get me started about the rewrite. I heard there were plans somewhere in the
Oh
future.
yeah,
They were doing like
yeah.
they were doing a new 50 or something. I didn't like that at all for the 50th anniversary
Yeah,
of
no,
Sorcerers.
55 something. Yeah. Maybe it's like nerve exhaustion, like you were really mad, and it's.
How
I read somewhere that happens.
how would getting angry just get you to conk out? Well, I missed the last day of class. I'm sorry about that. I couldn't message because I couldn't move my fingers.
No. I mean, it's your health. Not like you could do anything about it. Hope you will be better. I mean, you are better already, right?
I'm still in the hospital. I just thought I'd call you. I finally kind of woke up from like a weird dream. Like,
Gotcha.
you want to visit? Like,
Do you? Yeah, sure. Do you need any help? I can brought you snacks.
oh, actually, could you grab like the comic book over at the comic store? Uh, just
Sure.
uh,
What are you looking for?
he
Some
mentions
new releases?
he mentions the issue, and we just kind of do a smash cut to you in the hospital. His tone of voice, that always cheery voice, is a stark contrast to what he actually looks like. He looks pale, like it looks like somebody who just woke up from a coma, kind of energy. Hey,
Jesus Christ! It's much worse that it sounded on the phone.
it's fine, it's
I
fine. You know, smash, 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 but I'm alive, good. Like, how have you been?
okay. So hope this will cheer you up. He like shows the issues, a bit of oranges. Can you eat them? I wasn't sure.
Oh no, it's good. I mean, I'm just glad I can finally. It felt like I was in sleep paralysis. I was like awake, but not really. I just didn't have the energy to move at all. Weird. Hey, I'm glad.
Jeez, that institute was just killing us.
Yeah,
From
I
the looks
was.
of it.
Yeah, school's just a bit too much, but I'm glad you're here. I'm really glad you're here. He smiles a bit, and you have that
Oh,
animated chat.
I smile back.
We fade a little bit from the scene from the university, and 5 years jump
Hmm?
cut to 2009. So now the actual timeline where you're at. What's your job now? 5 years after school. What are you doing now?
Oh, he never envisioned himself here, but he is a crisis manager at the insurance company.
Yeah.
Uh, so he essentially doing like mood monitoring on like several teams. He's really good in like dealing with the conflicts, and currently he's like looking at the sheet, looking at different like risks, potential risks to the company. And also, like, wait, today I forgot something. There was something about this day. Oh, right. Vacation. Vacation starts today. I
Yes,
don't need to think about it.
uh, you do realize it. You kind of look over to a calendar on your office desk. It is December again, and it's close to Christmas, or at least Christmas. Actually, Christmas has passed, so this is like 26th, and you're still in the office. There's not much people doing
Yeah.
work around this time. You're about the few that do. One of the office workers actually check up on you and be like, "You're still here? Don't you have a family to come home?"
Uh, yeah, I do. Force of habit, you know. Uh, well, he's like waving to the teams. Bye, guys. Wish you good weekends, a good vacation too. Don't kill each other without me. uh, like awkwardly goes out.
They do kind of like, you're the friendly guy for the most part. And they kind of like just absently wave and polite gestures here and there. As you kind of go back, there's something that's gnawing you for quite some time. You'll do the first roll for the night, and I realize
Hmm?
you don't have enigmas. What? Okay.
Nope. I don't like puzzles. I really bad at them.
Okay. Interesting. Let's go for intellect then. Just roll for intellect. And
Okay.
There'll be at
It
least
will
one
be
point in it since it's
4 die.
part of his role.
good.
And I don't have any cursed die, so it's
That
just
that is a good point. Why don't it's listed as a roll for you, but you don't have a dot in it. You should have a dot on a
uh I
designated roll.
s- I think I honestly watched a bit of. I think you said that there is no penalty if you don't have a dot. You just roll base
Okay,
thing.
it's just for character creation. It does need a
Yeah.
dot on that skill for.
No. On the minor pass, it doesn't. Only
For
on a major.
okay, for major. Interesting.
Okay. So is this D10s, right?
Yeah.
Should be 4 D10s. I'm sorry for a moment. It's just a new dice roller for me.
Oh, good. So there's a D10 over there.
Uh,
Pick the color.
uh,
And then just the amount of
uh,
dots that you will roll is intellect. You can swap one of the dice with curse.
okay. How do I roll multiple dice here?
I know,
Again, I apologize.
we'll treat the last one as your curse die.
No, I mean multiple dice on the dice roller.
Just click it many times. Want to like when you go
I
click.
click.
Yeah,
Many dice. Gotcha. Okay.
like that.
It's like that.
Yeah.
2 roll. Wait.
No, no.
2, 3, and that'd be 1 orange. 4. Something like that. Oh, here
Yeah.
we go.
All right.
Uh,
Okay.
let's say orange's
Success.
curse die.
Yeah. So success rates is just 8 above. You do. So the one thing with now that you've kind of removed yourself from work, you've removed yourself from like the distractions of real life as you are staring down yet again at another holiday. You realize you've never actually like gone home since you started school, like boarding school. It's just been school up until high school, and then you jumped to college, and in college you got to work. But there's always something about the month of December that kind of makes you contemplate. Have you tried to make contact with your family at all during those 10 years?
He kinda doesn't remember. Like he's trying to like recall it, and clearly no, he didn't. Mm, like start questions and wait, why? I should probably visit them. Been years.
With those two
Huh.
successes, I'll give you the floor on like you tell me
Mhm.
what is one
Yep.
distinct thing you'd like to remember years ago that you've long forgotten.
Hmm.
I'll give you
He
I'll
long
give you
forgotten.
there's some prompts.
Huh?
Could be I know you listened to the stream in the previous sessions. So it could
Yeah, I
be
try not to metagame.
so there's the mansion. There's the little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Uh so the mansion, the little girl, or a meeting. So one of those three you can choose.
Really meeting, because meetings resonate with what he's doing right now, so it can like remind.
Oh, okay, interesting. Because this meeting, you get a flash scene of like, it's almost a darkened room. It feels like an office, but a different kind of office. It smelled of decay and rotting meat.
Uh,
And you see groups of people. One of them, an elderly woman, who smiles as she goes, "Welcome to the family." She embraces you. You remember that meeting, but you've never recalled a family member. You remember, it's sorry if I use the term babushka, but I
mhm.
know there's another term for grandma. You remember your grandma?
Babusia, but yeah.
Okay. You remember babusha. You remember grandma. You remember your mom and dad. But
Mhm.
that woman is foreign to you, and yet you recall that memory vividly of that embrace. You were about
Huh.
8 or 9.
It was probably some kind of auntie or uncle. Maybe they live in abroad, and that's why I haven't seen them in a while. But wait, if they're living abroad, they would have probably lived here, and I never heard of them. That's odd.
Do you try to check for your
Oh, I do
phone?
have a.
Do you try to check for your phone for messages from your family?
Yeah, why not? I pull up the iPhone
Yeah, it's
and check the
2009.
messages.
iPhones exist in this time, the earlier editions of the iPhone. You notice that you've been sending text messages, and for some reason you felt like there was a recollection of some or like replies, but there are no replies. All of them are one-sided conversation. Scroll
How
back
did
up.
they delete their account? Or change the number? Huh. Important bit. Is there like signs that they are red, or there are no signs like that?
Red. Sorry, I've never used Apple, so I don't know what red means.
Uh, Actually, I don't know if it's in the Apple either. I am Android user.
I'm an Android user. We'll just say for this one that
Yep.
you've been texting what is essentially a private number. There's no. It's like blocked.
But no reply.
No reply. You check your call logs as well. You have been calling the same private number. It went on for hours. Like it looks like you've been doing the calls every now and then. With your intellect roll, you realize you've been making the calls. You remember the calls, but you can't remember the conversation that you've had with your family. You've just been calling this private number.
Okay, I should see a doctor. This looks unhealthy. Pretty unhealthy. Wait, but I see the doctor company has like a resident psychologist, and everything was okay.
You do go through your
I
physical.
should probably mention it. Uh-huh.
You do go through your physical and you go through all the checks. The thing is, the company's not complaining at the fact that you've never used any of your vacation leave. You've just been working day in day out
Yep.
and on
I mean,
holidays.
they probably kinda legally required to give me a vacation every now and then, but it was like half work vacation, so I technically was on vacation,
Yeah.
but still, if needed, I was on the place.
Yeah, they could summon you. So, with that in mind, you've never taken a vacation before. It is the 26th. Do you book a time to visit the family? You realize you haven't seen them for 10 years.
Yep. Just book the time, I like message. I am going to vacation, but I will be in a different country, so I apologize. I won't be able to help as quickly as possible, but if there is something new, just call me, and if I will have time, I can do a phone consultation. Cheers!
Actually, just for the funsies, as you send that text, it's coming from you. Let's see if things turn to your favor. Just a little fun thing. You have persuasion. Yes.
Yep.
You can opt to use your presence. Let's see how friendly you are
Okay.
that they're willing to expedite or agree on a sudden. Because you have to file months in advance. If this is a US company, you have to file months in advance for this. But you're filing on the spot. Let's see how friendly you are.
Let me. And one curse die. That's 3 successes and 1 on the curse die.
Ooh. Ooh, okay, let's do this. Just lifting the veil out of people on the table so you know what they're doing. We're doing a feeding session for your boy, so you get a curse die.
Oh.
In this moment,
Wait, you can do it from the phone? That's
it's
cool.
an interaction, so you get immediately a text like it's not company protocol to just we have processes here. You've been working here for years and you're just filing a vacation, like you're just going and leaving. What about the clients? What if they look for you? Like, do you know how insensitive that is for the team? So you can tell that this is your this isn't exactly the higher up. This is like a team manager. So the one in the department that's slightly in a higher position than you, but you're like a specialist type. So this is like not a higher up, but handling the department. Very angry. How dare you? Like, leave? Like, I know you have vacation leaves, but this could be converted to pay.
Okay. I want to submit to my personal torment because it kind of snaps a little bit.
Ah,
So I am like getting into social fight in this situation. That might cost me something,
okay.
job stuff. I'm like,
Okay, so what do you tell? We'll name her, Cheryl. Sure,
uh-huh.
Cheryl, your team lead.
Look, Cheryl, there is this. I link you like part of the legal codex with required vacation. And this is technically aren't supposed to be part. I can, and actually I often have a burning desire to report this to, relevant authorities. I'm sure they would find such practices very, very interesting. Or, make it public, tell someone about it on the internet. It's not that big right now, but reputational costs. So I do think that I deserve a normal vacation.
This is what.
Furthermore, as a gesture of goodwill, I, am ready to take the calls. I hope I made myself perfectly clear.
Do you see Cheryl go? There's a silence on her end. There's a certain satisfaction that you've managed to, you rarely use this kind of card. It's very effective on Cheryl, who's
Yep.
very particular about her position. There are people higher than her, and she recognizes that, yes, a lot of your vacation leaves have been converted to pay, but it is still illegal. You still require, like, the thing you've been doing is illegal. So this would cost her job. So like it's like a domino effect. You know that you've basically pulled the right card to topple her house of cards. She goes silent, and there's almost a slur in her speech as she goes, "Merry Christmas." She ends the call. In this moment of satisfaction, knowing you one upped her, um, you get an email, an automated email, basically of like your vacation leave has been approved. You get a curse die. Yay! Congratulations.
Hey.
No. Just for this moment. With the satisfaction that you got the Cheryl. You don't know the effects. This is just for your sheet, but you've done something.
Ooh. I feel both happy and a bit guilty. I don't like being rude to people, but that was a situation where he couldn't do otherwise.
You had to be rude for a bit. And so
Yeah.
would you like a jump cut to you heading
Sure.
back home? So I want to ask, how do you, because like the only way back home is either a land drive, so it's a landlocked spot. You guys don't have airports. It's like long winding roads. It's like
Uh,
really that kind of rural spot. It's either
uh,
by bus or
no,
by.
it just plain.
No,
I suppose. Yeah.
there's no plane. So like after the plane, you still need to take a bus or drive. I'm asking if you want to drive or
A
take the
bus
bus.
because getting a car there is a bit too much work to do. So bus drive.
Okay. You take the bus, and you, much to your surprise, a lot of people are looking at you funny as you take a ticket to Black Hollow Ridge.
Yeah, I'll look at them back. Odd.
The one who
It's
gives
okay.
you,
I guess it's not a usual location.
the ticket master actually looks at you. You know, the route's heading there has been dead for quite some time. It's a ghost town.
Oh, that's a shame. But does people still live here? It always wasn't
Well,
that lovely. Like 1,000 people at best of the times. But
as
ghost town?
apparently that something happened in a meat factory, some explosion of sorts. and people, there's some injuries. People just left the
Oh, no,
town.
no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Uh,
You don't
but
know
do
about
you know
this?
anything? No, I wasn't here for a while. Okay, I scroll iPhone and try to like Google it.
It
The news about it, victims, what the heck?
uh as I'll
My parents could have been here.
you scroll any news about Black Hollow Ridge, there is no news.
Oh, look, man, did you hear anything more about it? The
Wow,
victims have
it's
no?
it's been a decade. I don't live there. I just heard stuff like a meat factory. That's about it.
Decade?
It's been a decade.
He like looks at the fingers. Start to wait. He's like, wait a second. Are you sure it was a decade?
You think you think I'm gonna be
Uh,
lying about 10 years? Why everybody's looking at you funny?
no, it just odd. I lived nearby and I don't remember something like that. I have a parents there, and they probably would have told me.
Well, no one's lived there for quite some time, so I don't know what it is you'd be finding there. The bus, I just have to let you
I,
know, the bus will be ways away from that ghost town. You're gonna have to walk.
I mean, sure, but no one, not even like a couple of families, because I
I'm not
now
from
realize
that.
that I will have to do some investigation.
He goes, I'm not from that
Ah,
town. All I
great
know
vacation.
is that it's a ghost town now. All the bus routes have been killed off. You'll probably have to walk like a kilometer in there.
Okay, I rent a bike. Uh,
You
and
grab a bike.
go to the bus with the bike.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, it is like it feels foreign and familiar as you travel. Like, um, I'll make you do another intellect roll, just real quick
Mhm.
before we jump cut.
Uh, okay. 4 die will be 1 curse die and 3. Just intellect, right?
Yeah, because you don't have enigma.
Last one is curse die. Ah, okay, 2 success.
Why do you have, uh, the the three oranges? You only have one. You only have two.
Oh wait, I have 2 curse die, so
Yeah.
there's one more curse die. Uh, let be 2 last ones. So that's 1 hit on curse die, 1 hit on normal die.
Okay, so I will just say you don't remember how you left the town. Everything's a blur. The thing is, as you're in that bus now and you're heading back, this road, this bus is foreign to you. You try to remember the time you were last here, and you realize, much to your horror, a gap in your memory. The only thing you remember is how you started in the boarding school. How you you literally were there with your bags at the door and you were dropped off.
Okay, I Google about like what memory gaps could mean in a medical sense, and then I horrified with every result and start looking into symptoms of every illness that causes this,
Yeah, as
and that's
and
how I spent the bus drive.
yeah, you notice like halfway through the drive, your bar in like the 3G or 2G at the time, mobile data, because it's so expensive that time, very very low. So like after a couple of Google searches, when you get to like a more of the rural side, it's like the pages are barely even loading.
Pff, I hide it. Okay, it's okay. Not okay. I'm probably ill,
You think about
but
that.
it's okay.
You've been ill for about a decade, but Vetra,
Yep, and haven't even noticed that.
you
I
basically
forgot. I'm like, for some one moment. I'm like, wait, maybe It's not the first time I realize that I am ill, but I'm forgetting about this every time, and it's been a decade. Oh God.
and as that horror sets in, we move along to the bus. You basically, like cinematics, you are standing as the bus trails off to that last stop it takes. You see a lone winding road that is almost, it feels almost like it dark, like kind of like like when you're going there, it's like it feels like it's a road of no return. You don't see anything past the thickened trees. It's like the forest here grew thicker. It's like you don't recognize the way to your hometown. It's everything feels alien. A new place.
Yeah. It's been 10 years. I guess trees grew up, so that's how he's rationalizing it.
Alright. I will just have you then roll. Since you got a bike.
Mhm.
Let's do a fun dexterity athletics. As you try to.
Ah, can it be my athletics?
Wait, your athletics is 3, right?
Yeah, but my dexterity is 1. So,
Nah.
okay. It is what it is. Office job is like taking it all.
Yeah,
Second.
have you even seen the sun? Have you touched grass in your 10 years of just.
Yep. Oh boys, this is horrible.
Oh, Arner. Don't worry, you didn't get two ones on each. You're fine. Um, However, as you're a bit wobbly to the side, and the road is not conducive for bikes. You can tell me.
And I probably haven't used a bike for a decade.
Yeah, I will just say, the way you drove is like it was wobbly at first, and it feels like suddenly you went down a steep incline that you picked up speed right away. Paint us a picture on how you get toppled off your bike. How does that happen?
Huh. Okay, those are hills. I probably need to go a bit left. Oh no, the rock!
Your
Like he was looking at the road ahead and didn't notice the rock nearby. And he's like, ah!
and you're
And
flying.
then his own weights, yeah.
You're flying. Bike is gone.
Yeah.
Will fade to black in the moment and the impact that's made. We'll shift the scene real quick to a food truck. Hey, my dude, you're up. Just like
Yep.
this is a snap. This isn't in 2009. We're gonna do a little bit of a flashback of 1998. You just bought your food truck. You have gone to the land of the
Yeah.
free and bought
Whoa.
that big boy. That look at this bad boy. This can stuff so many ingredients in it. Can you tell us, describe your character, what they look like, and how exactly does your food truck look like?
Absolutely. So essentially, Piers Wellington. He basically at this point he's just looking at this truck, tapping his right foot, basically wearing slick, polished leather shoes. What do you call this? So some loose denim jeans, a turtleneck sweater, basically a smoke on his right hand, just observing the essentially a rather just basic food truck. There's really nothing much to take note about the food truck in general. I mean, aside from its being It's just got this really bland color of beige, a little bit rusted here and there. Basically, he didn't really bring, or rather, he chose not to bring a lot of money when he went to the States to essentially restart his life because he got bored back in the UK. He needs a little bit of spice in his life, a little bit of the next challenge, the next chapter. So he just gazes at it. Again, he uses his other hand to just slick back his blonde hair and face. You just never know if Piers is either pissed or he's just being serious, but he has a permanent frown. And also, you can't exactly tell whether or not his face. Does he eat? Because his cheeks are just his cheekbones just pop out. It also doesn't help that his cheekbones are so high up that it makes his face rather triangular. Basically, just like huffs in the smoke, exhales, thinks about the next steps. Oh, what parts of the United States to take this bad boy? Where's he gonna take this food truck for a spin? Because well, business needs to start, and Pierce needs some money.
As I would like to ask in this, since you were bored and stuff, what is your menu for the food truck? What food were you serving, or was it changing with every state that you visited?
Pierce has identified that Americans like burgers, so he is going to make the simplest, easiest, and fastest thing to make, which is smash burgers. And
A cheeseburger, the smash burgers.
man, it's easy to make,
with American cheese.
high profit margin. Yes, with the American cheese, high demand all the time, comfort food. Just for everyone. Nothing high class, nothing that he's ever made
greasy
before.
as well.
In fact, if Pierce ever talks about what he's doing in America now, he is going to be the laughing stock. Period.
Oh.
It's a massive contrast to what he was once before.
The Michelin. Oh, by the way, Michelin's existed already in this time. So
Yes, yes, he is.
how high were you? in the
He's
Michelin
cleared.
rank?
Basically, like he's done it. Like he's got all the stars. He's got all the stars. Got all the forks. I know there's a fork version of it. So he basically succeeded that. In this
Wow.
universe, he's the first person who's ever achieved that in the UK. But after a few years, he's basically gotten tired of it. I mean, trying to maintain those stars and forks, it's like you're doing the same thing over and over again. That's why he went to the land of the free. He needs to be reinvigorated.
Find that
Being
find the next.
yeah,
meal.
he basically chose New Game Plus, and this time it's Iron Man mode.
Oh shit. Interesting. So I would just say, with your stats, can you roll real quick, a bit of presence and
Oh, I'm pretty good at that, I think.
I think presence and culture. Let's see if you've kind of, move the needle on the cultural zeitgeist of because there were popular chefs at that time. You were competing with personalities that are constantly on TV. You just have a food truck and burgers. the famed Piers.
Yeah,
Well, you're known.
but I have skill
yes,
and I
so-
have passion. So just to double check, because I have 5 dots on it. So basically, I'm rolling five dice with a curse die. Is what I'm.
yes, with a curse die. So that's 6 total.
Gucci.
Yeah.
Right.
1,
2,
2, 3,
It
4,
swaps
5.
the
And then we're
the
gonna
curse
make-
die swaps the thing. He has 1 in culture. 6 total.
And I shall roll.
See, let's
Oh
see.
no. Well, I'll let you interpret that. He's not doing well, I think.
Wait, I don't see your roll. Honey,
Oh, really? Oh, sorry.
did you click? Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? Oh, you have. Oh, okay, you have an 8 and a
decent now.
10. You have a 10. You have an 8 and a 10. Is correct? And a 1.
Woo! Yes.
Yeah, 6. Okay, I would just
1
say.
and a 2.
the success is enough for it's you're not exactly in the levels of like Anthony Bourdain or like Wolfgang Puck in that time, but or even Gordon
That's
Ramsay.
fine. That's okay.
The thing that's unique to you that people kind of get like interested is the Michelin Man from London or from the UK is now running a
Yes.
food truck with burgers. It's like it's a more of a fall from grace. Like he fell off. Like that's the modern term of like he just fell off.
Yes, basically he did. He fell off. My
He
goodness.
fell off. Piers
He
Wellington.
chose to fall off. Excuse me. I didn't got toppled. I chose to fall off.
So I would just say you were in the first year. Actually, let's not make it 1998. We'll say 1997 because like the first year you were like hot off the newspaper. You were like there would be people, journalists showing up with their cameras, like following you from each state that you would go to. So like try to grab your story. Like
Yes.
why? Why did you choose this? Like when did you have the highlight and you didn't have money? How are you surviving? So it's like the sheer force of like and they tried your burgers. I would just say and like they enjoy the burgers. It's really good, but they say it's just like any other. It's like it's good. Don't get us wrong. It's really good, but it tastes just like any good burger here. There's nothing. You're using the same things that we've been eating here. It's like there's no imported ingredients. There's no. We know it's gonna be good, but there's nothing. No pizzazz. No.
As
You're
far
not
as Pierce is concerned, this is just negative media.
yeah, so eventually,
Pierce did nothing wrong.
the first year full of like rumor milling and then your burgers, eventually some of them said the version of it's mid eventually and then there's nothing and they
How
just
do we translate that to 1997 language?
it's like it's so
It was
it's
average.
it was average. It was basic.
It's alright.
Like,
I'm
it's alright.
gonna
So
throw a frying pan at their face, dude.
so the thing that appealed the most, like there's some mixed reaction of like, oh, you can only afford to do this because you're rich. Like if you were like a paycheck to paycheck basis, you wouldn't have done this. You would have continued, trying to work your butt off. Like it's wasted potential. There's those mixed things. But for people who are just
Yeah.
hungry and just wants a good burger, they're good. Like
Oh, dude, I got your back, baby. Pierce got your back.
so, through the years, the media kind of died down of the spectacle that was your food truck. It got to the point where, assuming you were very, like, you didn't care for much and you tried to be more, because you were getting tired of people following you through the major cities. Kind of went off grid. You went for, like, the smaller towns and offered your burgers to them. One of the towns of interest by 1998 that is probably, excuse me, one of the longest towns that you've stayed at is Black Hollow Ridge. Now, the reason why you probably stayed is beyond the fact that people just enjoyed your burgers. The meat sourced from the meat factory. There was, you can even, you yourself, as you are a chef, actually, I'll make you roll for it. You can roll for
Yeah.
intellect and artistry.
Intellect and artistry. Alright, just give me 1 second. Clear the... Oh no. Oh no. It's a good thing I have some dots in artistry. Alright, so that would be 5 plus a curse die. That's weird. Alright, I'm just gonna start clicking.
That is
That would
five.
be the
It's
just
just
the
5
regular
dice.
rolls.
Yeah, it's just 5 dice. You swap one with a curse dice because you have one.
2, 3, 5. I'm gonna swap one for the curse die, right? So
Mhm.
basically any.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Oh my goodness, look at that. Rolling the hot.
It's just 110. So the success is 8 above, so you only had one success. I would say there's
Oh my
there's it has the s- the flavor of beef with a mix of lamb and like muttony, but in not in a rotten way, but it's that kind of flavor profile. Like this is beef and mutton and wagyu. The
You're
kind
shorting me, dude.
like it's like this is meat unlike you've ever tasted before.
Um, just to clarify, is this a positive thing? Is Piers seeing this as a very positive thing for his
It's
burgers?
it's up to you because this is
Mm,
unlike you've here's the thing. You've seen every ingredient, every piece of meat known to the world. This is new territory. This place, this hole in a wall small town, has a meat factory run by the family, and you decide to get sorcerer meats there for a bit for your burgers. They're different. Can't put your finger on it, but it's different.
all right. If it's different, well, taste test. So just to establish timeline and everything else, this is like basically Piers just got to the town, sources ingredients, cooked some
Yes.
burgers, and I'm like, this is weird. That kind of deal. I haven't exactly been flipping burgers for a long while here.
No, you just got here, and of course, you try to source the ingredients within the place that you're settling into. The meat came from,
Well, if
uh,
that's the case,
yeah, the Calderon Meat Factory. They have their butchers
sorry,
and
let me just write
sides.
that down. Calderon, a meat factory.
Yes.
Well, if I feel iffy about it, and
Do
as
you
far as Pierce is
like
concerned,
it's up to your interpretation because for me it's more like a
yeah,
uniqueness than anything. It's not spoiled or anything. It's just you realize
yeah. Well, if
it's
that's
different.
yeah, because I'm looking at the Pierce point of view. I am going to wave someone over and just be like, "I beg your pardon, sir, but would you like a burger?"
You wave
I'm genuinely just gonna be like, "Dude, here you go, try it."
the person you actually flag down. Somebody who's just trying to make his way to shift. Trying to make his shift on the way to the meat factory. Actually, Sin, describe your character, what he looks like at that moment. As
Sorry.
this is the first night that you encounter this food truck.
It's funny.
It's night. Okay. Um, basically, at this point in time, Van is just tired. He looks very scruffy. He's wearing like baggy clothes, considering he really just doesn't care anymore at this point. He had to deal with like an entire day's worth of work, and then he's heading over to another shift to make ends meet. And so like it looks as if you almost wave down a zombie as
That's
he
fine.
just turns
Yeah,
over with like rings under his eyes.
it's fine. I'll add a cigarette on top of the burger. How about that? Pierce
So
knows.
Go.
basically, Van looks over though, and he asks, "Wait, how much?" That's his first question. He doesn't care. He wonders how much is it.
Not asking. I'm not telling you. Just don't think about how much. I'm giving it to you. How you think about this is what it's worth. So, I offer you the burger again. Just have a bite and just let
Mm,
me know.
he looks very suspicious. He raises a brow even, and Van just like no strings attached.
Shakes my head. If it's
Alright,
any
free burger.
consolation, I'm trying to set up essentially a burger chain business. And essentially, this is my way of let's just say garnering feedback.
At this point, he already grabbed it from your hand while you were saying that, and he's halfway through the burger.
Yep.
And Van's like, our burger chain. We're a food truck.
I like my ciggy. Sorry, I like my fag. I offer you the lighter. You need a smoke?
When you offer it to him, he just gulped down the last half in one bite.
Nice.
And it's like,
Good.
sure. Sure, I'll take one. And then he takes a cig and lights it. And then he's like, so what brings you here?
Yeah, take a drag with my cigarette. Let's loose a puff of smoke. Well, I think it's quite clear I'm here for business.
Well, yes, obviously in the food truck, but I mean, like, why here? It's like he waves around, and he's like, this isn't exactly a bustling city, nor is it exactly high in foot traffic. It's not even a tourist spot. Even I don't think people even remember this place is on the map.
That's precisely why I'm here. It's actually quite quaint. Reminds me of home, from where I'm from. No cameras, no stupid journalists. Just people. Like you. So how much would you pay for that burger?
As he takes a drag out of his own cigarette, and then like breathes out of his nose, so it's like the smoke comes out of his nose. He's like, it's $10-15 maybe at most. Though that depends on like how decent of a paycheck most people would have, since again, small town, not as many businesses.
I just see Piers silently nods, takes another drag. I'll sell that then. What do you think about the meat? I'm quite perplexed with the taste. I haven't exactly tasted something like this in my entire career. It's oddly gamey, yet distinctly beef. It's I can't quite put my finger on it.
Quick question. Deadma, does my character know technically what this meat is, considering he's heading to the meat factory?
Oh god.
Here's the funny part for that job. I need you to roll real quick. This fun. Roll real quick. Oh, you don't. Why do y'all not have enigmas for Shakespeare?
Sorry.
You hate puzzles.
Sorry. We're just not
Me
spooky
dumb,
people.
me stupid. Why would you expect me smash? Arr!
Hey,
And I flip burgers for a living. I'm really sorry. Don't have time for this esoteric BS.
no, it's okay. I'll have to ask you to roll for intellect. Sin. You only
Nice.
have one die. And it's a curse die because you have one curse die. So this is a curse die roll.
Nice.
Yay!
Yay.
Oh, nice.
Woo.
Oh, I feel the pain. I feel pain. Okay, let's see if you can get an 8.
Oh, this is what we
Can
want.
I add?
We want pain.
Could I technically add
Okay.
culture?
Cool shit.
No, because this is more of an enigma roll. But here's the thing, though. I'll let you guys know, since there are 4 players. So I'll introduce the mechanic of momentum. So in this 3 sessions, you guys have a pool of 4 momentum because there are 4 players. And you will have to ask permission to the group. Hey, can I use this? The shared pool. Hey, can I use this one momentum
Okay.
to make a success roll? So this is immediate success. So it's an immediate success.
Okay, gotcha.
So they only
Yeah.
have 4. Use it wisely. But acting
Yeah.
on your damnation can give you momentum at some point to put to the pool. Fun things.
Can we use that trick that converts extra hits into momentum?
Yeah, I've slowly learned tricks in the last session, so I will use. We can use tricks for this one.
Oh, okay.
Yay! So you do have your we do have the cheat sheet, so you can use that. But to simplify for Sin, you can ask the group if you can use momentum for this.
But will he?
Don't know.
Nah.
Nice. Good man.
Gamble. And this is
We
team
roll like big men right here, boys.
Gamble. Gamble.
It's all about the highs.
I ain't afraid of no rolls. So I'm rolling only one, right?
Yes, and it's a cursed die. This is fun. What are you gonna get? Oh, you fail.
6.
I would just say, as far as you know, you've seen cattle. It smells like shit. You're mostly in the storage section, and the general rule of thumb is, you're not allowed to do the shift alone. You're always with the buddy system. So there's always storage. You're just kept in like the packing section. You're not at the slaughter section. You have been at the slaughter section, but you can't remember it. Like, I mean you were tasked on it in the earlier years, but now in this shift you're doing, so like your brain right now in its fog state, it's just remembering the storage and packaging. You're just meat packing. You don't remember the slaughtering section. You're just like, it's just meat, it's just cattle. You're just stuffing meat in a bag, meats in boxes, and sealing it up. Cattle, as far as you know.
What is it tech labeled as then when I store it?
Meat.
Okay. Nice.
They have if I'm in storage, I have to have a list of what the inventory is called.
Yeah, and it's just
labeled meat.
That's shady. That is so shady.
That is so shady. That is so slim shady.
Yeah. That is not cool. Hey, where's the FDA? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Surprise me. He basically. Okay, but how long has my character technically been eating this meat? If it's locally sourced.
I mean, ever since you set foot in that town, that is the meat.
Okay, so in this case,
Rage special.
At this point, Van just shrugs and he's like, "It's meat."
Okay, well, I'm gonna need a bigger sample size.
So
I don't say that. Piers does not say that. He just nods.
so
I appreciate the feedback, good sir.
So this probably is the reason why you stayed for like a year. So you're trying to figure out what the meat is. Everybody, like, even the people are
I
just
don't
saying
know what
it's
the meat is, but man, they just keep coming. Man, that $10 burger is just it's flying off the stove like hotcakes. My goodness.
Yeah, the competition you actually have is the sinking hole, which is like a pub.
I thought it was gonna be McDonald's.
No, it's the pub. It's a pub where, the owner is Sam, and he's really old. And if you've lived here long enough, like your father, your grandfather, maybe even your great grandfather, their first legal drink came from Sam. That's how old he is.
Wow, that's impressive.
And he's just like
I respect.
mostly
Pierce respects.
like mostly bone, and like he can't he has bushy eyes in which it's just you don't see his eyes anymore. It's just like all wrinkles. But he's still alive and kicking, and if you mess with him,
Yeah.
he does have like a shotgun, and he's like, like he just makes a
Oh
sound.
hell
And you
yeah!
hear
Let's go.
you just hear the cock of like
Love,
he's of
love
a
me Bible
shotgun.
belt. Let's go.
Like he just makes a grunting sound.
Nah, can I just make it clear
Yeah.
that Pierce actually respects this man as someone who basically worked his butt off for so long in the culinary industry.
Oh.
He would love to like I'd say like Pierce would be a regular.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like he'll be a regular. I mean, look, it's a two-sided coin, right? Of course, number one, he's keeping tabs with his competition, but also number two, it's good food,
Yeah.
and he just respects the guy. Why not? You know?
Yeah.
Hey
and,
man, the man earns his living. You know, he's the salt of the earth, and that's something Pierce likes.
Yeah, and you know that he's the type who would just pop a cigarette and slip like smash
Hell
the
yeah,
burgers.
dude. Let's go.
And just like he just puts mayo, slaps the cheese, and caramelized onions. That's all you're getting. It's the dirty burger. And then like
Nice.
if you ever asked for his feedback on the meat, he just says, "It's just meat."
As far as I'm concerned, Sonny, this is all good meat.
It's like, and then, but he does give you the context of they've been raising that cattle for the longest time. He does tell you an annoyance. Better not be joining them Peter members. There's this one boy, stupid boy. He's been running around making posters thinking that there's been a little bit of apparently something, some kind of cruel animal cruelty. We all need to eat. Cows give us the meat, but good. Been grazing. Calderons know how to deal with their meat. Meat's been good. Feeding generations on generations. My pop made it.
You
My
see,
grandfather ate it.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Would you think anyone would notice if someone accidentally let off a shot and then hit this nuisance of yours in the back of the head?
And he goes, can't hurt him. He's Andy's boy, and Andy made her choice.
Andy. And do pray tell, old man, can you elaborate on this Andy person?
Andy, it's Ben's girl, daughter.
Oh my goodness, alright. Ben's girl.
Yeah, the little girl. Can't touch any of Ben's. Can't touch Ben's little girl. It's almost like my child. Second,
Right.
twice removed. The first drink was here.
I appreciate the time, old man.
It's
Same
Sam.
time
Like,
tomorrow?
he gets offended with old man. He goes, "It's Sam," and then you just hear a cock of the gun, like.
But that sounds so old.
I give him a cigarette. It's good for his lungs.
He leans and just
Oh, no.
he grabs it off his, like he just grabs it because
Sure, I'll light it for him. Yeah, I'll light it for him.
Yeah, and then he goes, "Now scram. See you tomorrow." As he goes, serves the other
Alright.
patrons. So it's like it's really homey. Like it's just a matter of months. I would say somewhere down the line, he does allow you to have your burgers in his joint, but only for one night. Like, okay, Friday you can sell your burgers here. Good business.
Burger fight.
Yeah.
Okay, who can cook the best smash burgers?
Yeah, of course the town is biased to Sam, but you know your burgers. Are,
What
burgers
can
are
you
good.
do? It is what it is.
Your fighting tradition, it's Sam.
I
But
know.
I kind of want to ask, how often do you hang out with, like how often do you hang out in the, like close to the factory? Because like you notice, like in your time of stay there, majority of the workers and laborers like the people mostly go to the factory to work. Like it's that town where the lifeblood is the meat factory, their
Ah,
job,
yeah,
their
it's the one
livelihood.
factory. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the life. That's the heart of the community.
and
You
it's kind
you
of like
shut that down, they're gonna start a riot.
yeah. It's like it's and the meat factory is ways away from Sam's sinkhole, so like they
Yeah,
don't get nourishment. So like, how close are like? Do you actually go and set up your food truck
I
there?
go there.
Oh, okay, so okay, you do set
Yeah,
up there, and
the burger goes to those who needs it.
okay, cool. Cause like their burgers are their breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're happy about it.
Yes.
It's healthy.
I'm also going to expand my business. I'm gonna start selling beers with the burgers.
Oh, Sammy doesn't like
Fifteen
that.
dollar combo, baby. You get a schooner on top of your burger once it's past shift. 5 o'clock onwards, it's $15.
Uh, the only way you can source the beer though is that you have to get it from Sam. So it's like he's the
That's
only
fine.
liquor spot. So he does get a cut from you selling the beer.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll upsell it. We're upselling it. $16 this time.
Uh,
First come, first serve.
that goes to ask the question towards Sin. Does Rex, how often
Mhm.
do you eat Piers burgers?
You eat the burgers, you eat the meat that you packed. I'm really sorry. It just goes back to you.
It's also
Okay, basically it's just gonna be uh like quite literally breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's going to take like forever for him to get anywhere else out of the factory during his breaks
You
or
don't
like
have a
his
choice.
lunch shift. It's not a choice. Like the sinkhole is really far away. The sinking hole is really really far away, and he ain't exactly got any car or bicycle or scooter or whatever. He has to walk.
so it yeah, or you could take the bus actually. The bus would actually put it like the first stop after the meat
I'd
factory.
spend more money to like go down the bus, then go back up, then
No,
back down.
there's
Ah,
a
screw that. The food's here.
the employee discount because like they do make it a point every Friday, especially now that there's like a burger fight night. A lot of the workers at the end of their long shifts would take the bus down to Sammy's and watch Pierre and Sammy do a cook off. Like that's been
I mean, at that point, if everyone's going, then he goes as well.
okay.
He's not going to miss out. But if it's his solo shift or like his
Yeah.
solo like lunch or whatever, he ain't going anywhere else. He isn't taking the bus. That's just more money out of his pocket.
All right.
Screw that.
Awesome, awesome. So it will just move the time zone along. Like you get comfortable. The actually, Pierre's food truck has become like the town staple. You've only been there a year, but the workers are thankful because like they get to grab something
Yay.
to eat, and
Yay.
they get more meat in a sense.
Yes, more meat. I
More meat.
actually am just feeding you the meat that you pack.
Yeah, exactly. So they're just happy all throughout. You did unfortunately experience a like a run in with the PETA member. It was like they go the meat is wrong. They're packing it's got lizards. It's lizards. Like as he's like and he's throwing paint and he's attached himself to the fence. At some point, he attached himself to the truck. He
It's fine. You know what I'm going to do? You know what Pierce gonna do if he attaches himself to the truck? I'm gonna
You're gonna
drive
drive
the
off.
truck as close as I can, close to a fence, and he's gonna park it there,
but he
like to the point where he's like stuck at the fence. Like Pierce is not screwing around, dude. Like if you're gonna throw paint at my truck, I am going to basically um, make a very clear point. Do not mess with Pierre's food truck.
So the news, I will just say that eventually there will be like some journalistic news in which, because like the man's girlfriend is the one that has runs websites back in the 90s, you know,
Fun times.
and
She has the dial-up internet.
yeah, dial-up internet, like those conspiracy theories and like Like they got
Yeah.
somebody from London, a famous chef, to make the meats palatable. Animal
I was
cruelty.
gonna
So it's
start
like
saying,
he's making his own magazines
the
and
the
newspaper.
British are coming.
Yeah, the Brits are coming, taking over our meats. So in that sense, it's just like he's trying to put it out there. So there has been some buzz, but it's not enough to get the journalists to go out of their way to go to this spot. But there's a buzz in the 90s internet about Piers and his fight against an animal an animal protection like a PETA
Yeah.
activist. So
But
that's
like what the important part for Pierce is that his food truck's safe and the workers come to his burgers. That's the important part.
exactly.
Now, as far as he's concerned, the guy is trapped on his truck. That's roadkill.
Or meat.
More
Yeah.
meat. So
More meat.
in this instance,
Soylent Green time.
we've kind of moved now to 1999. You've gotten a
Yes,
rhythm
Y2K.
of things. It is December. It is cold. And
Oh, it's December and it's Y2K. Oof.
yeah. But people are like looking now for more hot drinks. But beer's still
That's
pretty
fine.
good. They're looking for more
Oh,
like
100%. Well,
hard liquor to keep themselves
welcome
warm.
to
So what?
Pierce old cup of Joe.
So some of them are clasping for the cups and whatnot. You mentioned you had two individuals that you hired. Yes.
Are these my contacts?
Yes. You declared they were part of your food truck now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. So that would be, let me just pull up my sheet. Yes, so that would be Juan and Mr. Brian.
Okay. Brian, I would say
Yeah, so Juan and Brian.
Brian is more or less the security guard in the establishment,
Yeah.
but
I will say
parts-
security guard. He's just big and he just looks mean and he protects the food truck. How about that?
I know he initially you found him. We'll just rewrite it in a sense in which he's the
Sure.
security guard in the meat factory. He's like in one of his shifts.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and eventually, because he's gotten to like your burgers, he's protecting your food truck too, especially from that PETA activist.
Oh, that's so nice.
So
Hell yeah.
he's already got the like
Rough him up, Brian.
yeah, he's throwing like a bucket of blood over the like, hey, here you go, and then slaps meat over to the guy. He's like, oh, I'm
Nice.
covered with filth.
Nice.
Because the activist is
Brian,
also
if
vegan
in
as
this
well.
day and age we'll say the word he's based.
Yeah, he's very based. He does protect you. He's very much an old, portly man. Like he's got a belly on him. He's definitely taken
Nice.
a lot of your burgers. And he makes it a point to like every Sunday or weekend he would bring his kids to the meat factory to get your
Oh,
burgers.
hell yeah, that's so nice.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
And one does not unfortunately speak an ounce of English. He just nods, follows instructions, and like he's a very quiet like
Yes, we do sign language here.
he goes he just points onion. Thumbs up.
Man, see,
Goes and then he goes
the onions, Juan.
and he's a very quiet and like he shows up on I would just say he's a like you can tell he's very fresh. Like he was
Okay, yeah, I get it.
he's
I
not
get what you're trying to say.
he's very fresh off the boat.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. And he just like he can't join the factory just yet. He doesn't have the proper paperwork that this will do. Like he's just making that.
That's okay. If Juan is fine with me paying him in cash and may or may not be cutting his paycheck, sure.
Like for him it's like money. Dólar.
Yes.
Yes. See.
Yes, Juan's a good man.
In this time, this would be close to December. This is December. We'll put this at December 30th. Not yet the 31st.
Oh.
30th. nighttime. One just recently finished prep. You
Yep.
see the sign like points at all the prep things ready for the night ahead as the night shift workers are coming up. He does
You
make a sign of like points to the direction of town. Just a little bit.
nah, I nod.
He goes, and then he points at his watch and he goes, for back midnight.
So long as you'll be back here at man, a las 12, comprende? God, oh my
And he nods,
goodness.
yes. He kind of like, uh, I won't hide what it is. He's definitely like doing something that he doesn't want you to know.
That's okay. One works hard.
Then like you see
Give
him
him a thumbs up.
remove the apron. He actually grabs one of the pre-cooked burgers like that was left over at the lunchtime, and then
Yeah, it's cold. It's fine. You can have it.
he runs off. He disappears into the night. It's dark, and you're kind of used to like this moment of stillness before you hear the footfalls of the workers heading up. This time, however, I hate that you don't have this. It's like it's generally a perception roll. Pain.
That's fine. It's fine. Sorry, I'm just too focused.
Yeah. Let's see how focused you are. Make a resolve and composure check.
Resolve and composure. So that's 4. And the curse die, right?
Yes.
Okay, well let's roll. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. But not looking good. I'll roll 1 with the curse die.
All right.
Oh. Okay.
It's 7.
I think that's
it's,
2 successes, right?
7, 9, 10, 3. 2 successes. Yes.
Yay.
You hear first what sounds. It's so quiet that you actually hear almost like scurrying and a guttural growl. So it's like it sounds like a belly that's growling and then scuttling.
I am going to grab my kitchen knife.
I see. You do you step
But
out
I
of
will
the
check.
food truck?
I'll just take a glance outside.
Oh,
No,
to
I
the
won't
hole.
step outside my food truck. I'll just like peek out.
You take a peek out. Look around. Nothing.
Okay. Nah. If it's an animal, I will lock my door.
You hear again the scuttling and the growling. You know, like there's a one open side of the food truck, and then the one behind is like closed. Unless, well, actually, I want to know how
Yeah.
you're set up in the food truck. Do you have one window open, 2 windows open?
One window open.
Okay.
One window to the right, and then just like, of course, like by the back, the double doors, and then by the front, essentially your driver seat, passenger seat. So that's it. So I am locking everything except for the right window, which is for, of course, serving burgers.
You hear the guttural growl again as there's now nails sliding across the closed side of the truck.
I'm gonna grab my phone, gonna dial 911. Wait, I don't have a phone. Screw it. Damn. I have my cellular phone. I have my big bulky cellular phone. Sorry, boys, we're in the 90s.
Yeah.
I grab my big phone that's as large as a brick. I'm gonna like flip open the
Pretty
tiny
sure
piece to just dial.
1990 is going to have
Uh, fun
Nokias already.
fun fact: this small
How would we have?
town
Yeah,
does not have a 911. You only have a number to a
nice.
clinic for Stacy, Nurse Stacy,
hell.
who's just almost as
Stacy.
old and archaic as Sam. And basically, the energy level is that of
Nice.
the one from Atlantis, like, we're all gonna die.
Ah, yes, of course.
It's that
Yep.
energy.
All right. You're
Stacy.
gonna die. Uh, Stacy, there's something in the woods.
You call Stacy's
Not
clinic?
my problem, kid. Yeah, well, I mean, there's really not much else I can do at this point.
Okay, you make a call to Stacy. He goes, hello. It is if it's an emergency. Walk right in the clinic. It's open 24/7.
Stacy, honey, I am going. Can you fetch me your husband, please? Specifically with a shotgun.
My husband's dead.
Well, whoever
Fetch him anyways.
you have there that can brandish a shotgun right now, I'm going to need him in my food truck stack.
You want me to call the mayor? Mayor, who's also the sheriff.
Sure.
Careful who
Absolutely,
you're
Stacy,
calling, honey.
please.
And like you see her, like she's kind of distracted. Careful who you're calling, honey. You know, I've been single for quite some time. And you just hear the guttural noises starting to get more erratic at the back. Like there's something moving. Like you can tell there's something outside, out of your vision, but you can hear them.
Stacy, dear, please. I would quite appreciate it if you were to bloody hurry.
I goes, oh, you know how I am with a man with an accent. It's almost like a man with a uniform. You can see her heavily breathing. I'll go call the mayor. Where do you want him to go?
My food truck. This time, bring 2 shotguns, please. One for him and one for myself.
Dad, I'll go tell him about that. Oh, and then like she drops the.
Stacy, please
She
do
ends
be
the
a
call.
dear and make sure to tell him to bring a box of shotgun shells because it is going to be open season tonight.
Yeah, she actually drops the call as you were ranting. You hear the third.
Well, I'm gonna just yell. If it's an animal, you know what they say. You gotta make sure you yell. Make sure you're known. I'm going to yell, "Oi!
You start yelling.
Whatever's outside there, I'm here and I am armed." And of course, as the sentence ends, I just close the windows and barge myself in.
As you're
I am turtling.
as you're trying to lock in most things, I need a certain somebody to roll me. Oh,
Goodness.
might and close combat. I'm just gonna send somebody a text. Hey, don't look. Don't surprise me. I no looking.
And not see.
Yeah, do not perceive. You don't see anything.
DM says you're blind at the moment. Sorry.
I mean, quite literally, you could just reach out and just jab me in the
I
eyes.
can't wait to say the classic line. It's right behind me, isn't it? Looks at the camera, winks.
Looks on the roof of your building. Oh, shit.
On this moment, though, I need you to roll a. This is for the lizard. I need you to roll for cunning and esoteric.
Please don't kill me, lizard man.
Okay, so that is
Please.
8 dice. Is one of them replaced with the cursed dice? Or...
Yes. Have one cursed dice to replace it. Okay, roll.
I forget, what's the benefit again of a curse dice?
No, you just swap it. It's basically like the hunger dice from, like it's just like it swaps it to see if we do fun things. If it's you roll 2 10s, one from a cursed die, one from you get a wicked success. So it's like very dangerous.
Hella success.
D10s.
Yes, they're all D10s. It's basically, try to imagine, you've played BTM before. It's right, roll. Okay, awesome. Sweet. In this moment, I'm sorry for the chef. It is an unskippable cutscene. This is a canon event.
I know. We can't skip the cutscene, no.
You're doomed. So by the way,
Mom, watch me, Mom. I'm too scared.
thing you actually see as you're trying to close up stuff, there's a claw that grabs on the thing that you're closing and it slowly opens.
Can I take a slash at the claw reflexively? No, oh, wait a minute. Look, I am a regular man. I see a giant claw. You know what? Realistically speaking, I think Pierre is just gonna collapse on his bum. He's I'm not a brave man. I'm sorry. I'm prepared for hooligans, but I'm not prepared for
Gojira.
Gojira. Oh no, not Gojira. No.
Yeah, it's really like huge and inhumane as the claws, and you see like in the hands, skin splits. There's bones twisted, muscles
That's good.
bulging. It's scale-like, horrific. As just this cutscene, as you collapse down, it opens. You see red eyes and a towering figure that growls, like there's a guttural growl as it jumps over, and
He gives me a kiss, right?
yeah, he gives you a kiss. Sure.
Yay.
Mwah, chup chup.
More.
But in this moment, what are the last thoughts? What are your last thoughts as this happens?
I would like to curse, but I'm not allowed to curse. Oh freak. That's basically my last thought.
Okay.
Oh freak, dude.
You go, oh frick, and I will actually, for a surprise for everybody, later on. But meanwhile, somebody is on their way to work, zombified. You hear commotions at the food truck. It's unreal. Like it's all you're kind of like dazed in a dream, and you kind of find yourself in front of the food truck looking at the window, and then you see one of the doors open, and you move up and you see Piers, the good friend, the one that makes the burgers, now being torn asunder. You see his intestines. Oh, content warning. His intestines are now flayed out. His face, neck is clawed. And you're just standing there for a moment, Rex. But what do you do now? As you're seeing him get clawed by this shadowy creature. And tell me, what does he say?
I'm thinking.
God damn
I'm
it.
trying to
Sorry,
think.
there's the loading icon is still going. Sorry.
Basically, once he sees that, there is the thing still there technically.
Yes. Standing. Like it's
Okay.
the claws are dripping with blood and guts. And like there's the death throes of like blood splurts.
Technically,
Go.
I'm not the only one that made it up there, right?
Yeah, you saw it through the window. Like there's this towering figure, just like that. Somebody doing like
Yeah.
an ultimate
Yeah.
move, and when you get to the side of the
Yeah.
door, you just stand
Man.
there and see.
Ulted me.
Yeah, he ulted you Warwick style. Ugh.
Oh, he's gonna use me.
He is going to immediately like literally about face 180 degrees
Bless you.
and then start bolting down.
Yeah, he's
He
smart,
isn't
man.
going to scream.
Smart man.
He isn't going to scream because he doesn't want to attract whatever it
Yeah,
is. But
smart man.
once he feels like he's a good enough distance away, like once he's like by city lights, that's when he's gonna start screaming.
So here's the fun fact:
Murder!
as you turn and make a run for it, you're actually, through your horror, you see the shadowy, monstrous creature. You turn heel and run out of the truck, and just in front of the truck, something's looking up at the sky and looks down at you. Another lizard creature. So,
If I immediately see that, the first thing that's going to happen, literally, if there's someone in front of him, Van is immediately going to football tackle it.
okay, yay, contested
Let's
roll.
go.
Thank you for
Yay.
an opportunity for a contested roll. You
Woo.
roll for both of you. Roll for might and close combat. Clash. Let's go. Note that you have certain enhancement thingies. I'll just let you know. You... Wait, hold on.
Oh my god, it keeps moving. 1, 2, 3,
What's your
5,
roll?
6.
Dice.
Wait,
Ten.
might and close combat?
He doesn't have close combat.
Oh shit. Oh well. Good luck.
Oh. Oops.
Oh.
So the cursed dice was an 8 and the other dice was a 3.
Press button.
Button? The botones? You have.
I
Oh
have
my
pressed-
god. Oh, by the way, 10 is considered 2 successes. Congratulations.
So the cursed dice
Ooh.
was 2 successes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep. You have 5 against 1. I'm sorry.
Fine.
Immediately, like, the lizard, you just see there's a lizard looking up, also like silhouetted in shadow, looks down to you. It has yellow orbed eyes for that
gosh.
moment. You tackle this creature, and much to your surprise, the moment you tackle them, what do they look like now?
This is like what, the 1999?
Yeah, this is a
Yes.
So what you see is what seems to be what looks like a middle-aged man with graying black hair, and what would look like to be added scientist robes and stuff. But very close up, doesn't seem like the skin is actually proper and is more so mask.
oh shit.
That's gnarly.
Yeah, it's such a weird contrast because it's like, and I'll let this play out first. As do you actually keep him on the ground, or do you try to lift him? As you're seeing a scientist with weird skin on.
Lift and run with.
Okay, you lift, grab, you try to run. Just to paint a picture, a little bit of a POV from the scientist, air quotes, scientist side. So there was what Rex saw on what happened to Pierre. Do you try to tell it to the scientist? You've never seen a scientist before, by the way. You've never seen a scientist in these parts, so it's weird. But
The hell's the scientist doing here?
yeah, but do you tell him what you saw?
Just screaming murder. Murder! Just taking him away.
And then my character's like, I didn't murder anyone.
Yeah, you're quite you're quite true with that. You didn't murder anyone, not this one in particular. As a little bit of a rollback, you recall somebody touching your butt, and you were dropped down from the sky, Mr. Bean style. You look up, and as you look, you did see a murder. And it came from this man who, in your eyes right now, because you had a really high esoterica roll, Sin, paint us a picture on what your primal actually looks like.
The primal form of Van basically would be like a giant lizard man, but not in like how they are depicted in the current way. Like it's not in the what do you call it? It's not
D&D?
like the 90s like Star Trek lizard man way. This is definitely more what do you call it? More Godzilla like. But you know, Godzilla costumes isn't exactly uh a great point to look at. But part of part of the thing is that he looks like, so it mostly looks like torn flesh, like there is definitely like cracked skin between all those scales, but as it gets closer to like the shoulders and the head and everything, there is definitely like a mix of hair in there, or one might say like quills. It's hard to tell at a distance, but it's basically it's what it's what makes up hair, what should be hair at the upper part. So it's like a mix of scales and hair, and but it's mostly exposed muscle, torn flesh, and bones. Like it's definitely something that feels like it's made out of the nightmares of others.
I see. So, what you actually saw? Yes, when he was shouting murder. Yeah, you did murder. You saw him in that description murder the guy in the truck. Like you just see everything.
Dun dun dun. I have been murdered.
So,
So in this case, in the lizard POV, it's just gonna be him screaming murder.
yeah, and the thing is, it hasn't sunk into yet. To you, you've seen something else murder Pierre. It hasn't sunk into you that it was you. But with your esoterica, you knew it was him all along, and now you're covered, by the way, with blood, fresh blood from how you were clawed.
Very warm.
Yeah, it's warm. You're being hugged right now with blood. It's smearing on your lab coat and your skin. What do you tell him? Well, how do you break the news to him? Cause you saw everything in your POV, and then he tackled you, and now he's dragging you away.
In a sort of calm, quizzical sort of tone. You're the one who murdered, not me. Wait, why am I being taken away? Put me down! Can everybody stop touching me?
Oh my god. What's your response? Do you keep running? Do you keep running?
Keep running, but also still screaming murder.
Oh my god.
Does he look like a lizard to me right now?
He still is the lizard. It hasn't changed. Like, he's still the lizard.
Can I?
You're just
Can
watching
I pull
like
out one of the few quills on his neck?
You want to pull it right now? You'll have to use and because you're kind of being wounded right now, at dexterity athletics to try to grab it.
I said, put me down, you murderer.
8 dice.
Yep. Oh, by the way, because of this scene and because you acted on your primal, congratulations, Sin. You get 1 curse die. Yay!
oh yeah.
Yay! Someone died. Yay! You have a curse die. Yay! Good. Oh, and here you also get a curse die because you did. Yay!
Oh, yay!
Do we get a momentum because team member helped him feed?
Yeah, actually. So now you get 5 momentum.
So there's my roll.
Yes.
My curse die
See?
got a 10.
All according to plan.
10. Did you get another
Oh.
10? No, we're fine. We're fine. We're out of the danger zone. We're okay. But you rolled 2 ones. Good, you didn't roll a 1 on the other end. You're fine. It's not a disaster. You're fine. You manage in the movement to grab something that pulls out, and Rex actually feels it. It's painful. Feel as if a bone's been pulled out of you.
Ow.
Just basically ends up screaming bloody murder in in his face, like the sounds of a pained creature, like
In this moment, with all the screams that are happening about, someone comes to in the road. Hear the screams. This is for Vas. You're startled by the sounds of screaming. You find yourself lying down on the ground. And you get up to the sounds of screaming.
My suit, crap.
You don't see your bike anywhere. But you're now weirded out at the sight as you're in a road that is vaguely familiar to you. You've been in this road before. It's just like how you remember it. Hasn't changed. Warm lights with fluttering bugs in the street lights leading up, and fences on the side of this huge expanse of the meat factory. There's like this long side road of just the fence leading up to the entrance to the meat factory.
There any lights, like signs of
Street
activity?
lights. Street lights. That's the one you're seeing with the
Huh.
bugs.
So people still live here. Yeah, across town for sure.
Yeah, it's like just how you remembered it when you were young, that the warm lights walking to the side, like it hasn't changed.
Of course, for someone who live in a big city, small town is like a ghost town. He calmed down a bit and trying not to think about, his possible illnesses.
Yeah, you definitely are not thinking about your illnesses as you're hearing what
Yeah.
sounds like an otherworldly monstrous scream. Just on like the end of like the darker part of the street. And you did see movement, and you're hearing somebody go, "Let go of me, murderer!" What did you say?
Let me go, let me go.
Let me go, you murderer.
Yeah, you did hear both of that.
Okay. Yeah, I want to activate my personal torment again.
Mhm.
Despite my best judgment, I am going to help. I need.
Okay. How do you just approach? Do you rush? Like, tell us how you're.
I rush. Somebody is getting kidnapped from the looks of it.
just
I mean, you're not exactly wrong. As you make a run for it, and as you get
So I get a curse die and momentum, right?
wait, hold on. Let me check real quick. Did
I
you?
just realized I cleared off my short-term aspiration,
I
which
mean,
is bite
is-
someone.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, it is
Okay.
a very stupid,
Okay.
fight he's involving
Don't
them in.
worry. I just want to know first, as if this you run there and I want to know your
Yep.
reaction seeing what Sin described as this creature of horror that is on its knees right now.
Can I roll a composure and resolve to know
Sure,
my reaction?
sure. Go ahead. Let's see how calm you are.
Uh, yeah. Uh, eight, 8 die. Let's go. 1 sec. And 3 curse die. And yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, that's 3 hits.
3 hits. Hold on.
None of them are on the curse die. It's
10.
8 and more, so
Don't
yeah.
worry, you got 10, 2 successes. It's still fine.
Yeah,
So
10
how
and 8.
would Bass react in this situation?
I'm like still moving reflectively in the same direction, but my mind is like, what the heck? What the heck? I need to go in a different direction. But I'm like,
I'm here to help. Not anymore.
yeah, yeah, something like that. Not anymore, but I'm like running, I can't just stop. So I'm probably like bumping into this.
Okay, Spar, in this moment, did your character feel like they do not want to be seen by this creature? Just like, is it like, are they in a moment of
Yep.
self-preservation?
You know what? Yeah, I do want to hold to.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I feel like since you've gained so much curse die,
Yes,
it's
I would
just
like to live.
Yep.
in that moment, you feel this like internal act of self-preservation. You're immediately out of your element. Um, you know, he's also see a human scientist in the darkness. You just see somebody covered in blood that's dropped down by this creature. But in that moment, you just wanted to disappear. You, at least, the scientist, air quote, sees somebody immediately running, and then disappear. Do you have to make a roll for it? I just remember hold dice is just you have to hold dice, and it provokes clash with 1 enhancement. So I think they have to roll.
Oh yeah, that's clear.
Oh wait, no, revealed by magic. Oh, I don't think they have. Do you guys have any spells that will cause any revealing? No. Okay. Do you have any
Yep. It
abilities?
just disappears.
No, like for some reason there was a man who was running and disappears. But you guys can definitely hear heavy breathing. So wherever that disappeared man was.
Hold on.
Yep.
There was a person that disappeared. Wait, murderer. That away.
And I try using the quills on the back to turn you.
What is this Clash of Clash of Titans?
Clash of Titans.
Crash Bandicoot.
Onwards, my noble steed.
I hear
What do you
that.
didn't roll
or
for
it's
that?
not a meme.
Is this
Yes, I'm
putting
now
myself
very
in
What do we
danger?
even
confused.
roll for that, actually?
Is telling the truth.
Oh, I mean, it would depend. Wait, hold on. It would depend on how Rex reacts to everything. You're being called a murderer consistently now, and someone's tugging at a very painful. It's like, the best way I can explain it is like a fishbone that got stuck in your back, and it's like a really big fishbone that's part of your bone, and it's being tugged at right now and pointed at things.
That makes me cringe.
Feel it. Feel the fishbone.
Immediate, like as soon as he feels that, like, he immediately like stops, but he's still not really noticing that he's being called the one murderer because he's still in a panic over seeing the murdered corpse of Piers.
Yeah.
You know, his murdered corpse. But
Yeah, yeah, he definitely. I don't think he survived. At least in your vision, like that's a lot on you. I want to ask both scientist, well, I won't name you yet, um and Vas, what do you do in this situation?
Yeah. Oh, he's having a little bit of choice paralysis, or to be more precise, fight or flight response.
Okay.
He's currently like wiggling before fight and flight.
Yeah, you're
But you know, I've already
freeze.
taken curse die for it, so he has already chosen to fight. So you know.
Do you fight it? Do you fight?
Okay, I am trying to like. He's like, what I'm doing, but he's like compelled to do it. So he trying to like wrestle this person out of this monster.
I see. So, both of you make a might and athletics as you declare. So this is a clash, between you guys.
Yep.
This is great. So while a certain person is in that form, you still have that enhancement die. So don't forget that. So roll for might and
Oh, God.
athletics.
I'm not rolling this one.
and
No,
then
no, they're fighting.
Okay.
You're just there.
I rolled
actually-
2 curse die, right?
You roll for dexterity athletics if you get caught in the wrestle sandwich. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Question,
But I
do I
have
get...
to roll 2 curse die, right? Since I have 2 curse dice.
Yes, you change your
Question.
total pool. You change with the 2 with your curse die.
Okay.
Question,
Yeah.
do I get any benefit from being invisible in this situation? Complication or something?
I would say the complication I already added is that if basically somebody's gonna get sandwiched, and if they fail their roll, they are gonna be caught in this fight. So they've been
I
put
have
in
done
danger. So you get a dice if you get endangered. Yay!
So I'm rolling athletics and dexterity, right?
No, it's for Vetra.
Uh,
You're rolling might.
so I'm
and
rolling might and
athletics.
athletics.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 4 hits.
Okay. That's four.
Wait, last one is a curse die. I
What counts
forgot
as
to
a
four.
hit?
check.
Is
Uh,
that 6 and above, 7 above,
It's 8.
8 and above.
8 and above.
8
8 and above.
Okay.
So you have 3.
I have
10
3.
is always. So you have 4 and 3. What is
And I have 4.
1, 2,
It's a
3.
really hard to succeed sort of thing in
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What did you get? Sorry.
Oh.
That's 10 and a 10. So that's 4 on 4.
That's a curse dice and a.
Ooh.
Wicked success! Oh my god! Wait, hold on. I need to
Oh,
pull.
who got wicked success?
Hold on. Let
Is
me.
this the first
Oh.
wicked
Yes,
success?
this is the first wicked success. Yay!
Yeah. Whoa, look at that.
Yay! Hold on. Let me see first.
Oh god, what does this mean?
I know. This is a new system. No one's rolled. At least it's hard to get a wicked success though. So this is. Let's see. Wicked. Success consequence. Success was complication. Did it? Technical difficulties. Here to review the. Here it has. There's success. Okay, you have a consequence to this one. Do you want to buy it off with a success die? This is for Sin, because you do succeed, but it does give a complication that might hurt either Vas or Dune.
A complication?
Yo-
Wait, what's the
As
complication
this
though?
So,
puts me in
I will-
danger, do I gain a curse?
Yeah, you gain it. I will. Okay, but it will endanger both because you are in your form right now. You just killed somebody.
Mhm.
You don't know your own strength. I declare that it is a major complication. You would need to extend 2 success die to remove said complication, but it can only buy off so that you can still succeed on your action. To either remove the complication from Dune or remove the complication from Vas. You are gonna hurt either of them because of what you're doing right now. Because you guys are currently doing a wrestle match. Wrestle. He does succeed in the
Razzle
wrestle.
dazzle.
So, which one do you not want to hurt? They will be hurt. They will get a bloodied condition.
Ooh.
Mm.
I'm simplifying the math right now, but basically, major complication. You use your success die to buy off the complication, but since it's major, you'll have to contribute just enough success to be able to keep the success rate and still remove the complication. But it can only remove either Vas or Dudes. Basically,
I'll say. I'll have to say that technically, Vas would be the one that has to not get hurt. Dune will live.
okay, all right. So, with the wrestling that you guys are doing, what wrestling moves are you actually doing? Yeah, to this creature, like, are you trying to pin him?
I mean, yeah, I guess trying to do like a hold and like squeeze this person out of him, or like yeah, most likely he's trying to like put the weight of his whole body on the arm of this creature and like claw it out.
Okay. In that unfortunate moment, it actually causes you to sandwich the scientist in between. I would say because of this, you did dodge it enough, but you got squished because of the complication. So, you will. Oh, you have armor. Fuck you. Never mind. You have armor. So what
Dune
happens?
will live. See?
What happens is a bit of your skin shifts. So declare which part gets unmasked. Is it your
Ooh.
arms, your face? So like, cause the human skin tears off from all the friction.
Bit of the skin on the face and hands would.
Oh, okay. So,
Oh, face reveal.
so what hand and
Behold, another lizard.
what?
A bit of the skin off the hands and the face.
Oh, okay. Which part of the face is being ripped off right now?
Around the neck area. Because like if I do like, problem is that with my damnation, I think it's damnation or it's one of my things where it's like I would lose a cursed dice to reveal part of my nature.
Yeah.
So not doing like full
Ooh.
rip of the face or anything like that.
Yeah,
but it's
okay.
like-
Just it's enough to show like what the heck. So the armor shedding, people see a different kind of skin. It's like brown scales on his hands. There's a claw and then the scales on his neck. On the human. And then but there's still a human face. What is Vas and Rex's reaction?
Put me down, you fools.
You know what? Once Rex realizes that he got more or less razzled, and like he hears "put me down," he immediately yeets Dune.
Oh, okay. So this would be a might.
It's like, all right, put him down. just
might in athletics.
just yeet.
Oh, sorry. This would be a might
You know
in
what? Vas
athletics.
drops.
Go ahead.
Can I just real quick? Vas drops invisibility. Now he knows for sure, and he's like, "Is this a prank? It wasn't funny."
As you say this, someone gets yeeted. Might and athletics versus your dexterity athletics as you try to balance yourself up from a yeet.
It
doesn't change.
have to keep counting.
Yeah.
Okay, I just rolled the same amount. Eh.
Oh, okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, 5. Amazing. Checking on the things. Couple of tricks.
I only got 3.
3. Do you want to create a complication on target? This is for Sin. Do you want to create a complication for Dune as you throw him?
What exactly would be the complication?
Basically, it's rank 1, rank 1, 2, or 3. It's basically a minor one in which this is more narratively. So it could be that it's enough to basically throw a more distance away. It would be an 8. Like in this case, I think the only thing you can do is range. So there's, instead of like a normal throw, it's a bit harder. Like they go further. It could also be that they get stuck somewhere. So like they would get stuck on a fence. So that would be a like an environmental
Can they get
effect.
stuck on a branch?
Right now there aren't any branches. There's only been a metal fence for the meat factory and the road and a
Ouch.
street post. So you get the complication that he would have to buy off with his successes is you can do an environmental one, or you can opt to basically distance.
Nah, no complication this time.
Okay.
He already took damage.
Okay. So you just throw him, and then he kind of.
Yeet.
But because of your success, you get thrown, but you land on your 2 feet. Do you try to scuttle away? Do you stay with them?
Ta-da!
Sit.
He turns around. What's his prank? And then he scuttles off.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Man, dude,
Nice
what
throw,
a night.
Cyclops. Nice
What a
throw.
night.
Wonderful. Now he fully convinced that it was a prank. This landing, everything is definitely shot.
It's all choreographed.
It's
Yeah.
Hollywood stuff.
Mind you, there is now like some slathers of skin on the ground around you.
Oh, such practical effects. Yeah, he picks up the skin.
Copium.
Very realistic.
And
Oh.
probably still a bit of blood on that.
Huh.
Oh.
Ugh. Put it back.
Very convincing.
Because he basically just took it off the dead body.
Okay. Where
Yeah.
do you run off? Do you run off to the meat factory or do you run back to the food truck?
Probably to meat factory. He smells meat and
He just scuttles. In that moment, though, with the commotion that's happening, I am so sorry to someone's contact. I believe his
No.
name's Brian.
No.
He has a
What's happening
flashlight.
to my new hires?
He has
No.
a gun, like, and then he sees, like, at that moment as he flashes light, moves around, like, he sees the lights hit towards the skin side. It's like, Jesus! Oh, you're gonna give me a heart attack. He goes, what are you doing out here? I heard noises.
Yeah, it's just a movie shoot. Everything is fine.
You guys.
Scared crap out of me too.
He goes, what? And then he kind of turns. Who the hell are you? And he only hears your voice because you guys are like standing in like a shadowy area. So he just kind of like looks towards the scientist at the moment. Aren't you supposed to be in one of the other areas? What are you doing out here? Oh, we were getting a burger from Pierre?
Battled off.
Yeah, to the meet. You're heading towards there's a little fence. You'd head to the entrance, and you encounter the security guard who basically comes across you.
Tercejo.
Okay, I was confused because you said it was contact to someone, which I was thinking the food truck.
Oh no, it's his contact, Ryan O'Leary, the security
Okay.
guard who is at the entrance.
Yeah, that's where I was confused. I was like,
It's okay. Dude is confused. It's fine. He has to look up confusion
Dude
on
is
his
always
face.
confused.
There's a security guard now with a gun and a flashlight who's looking at you, and he's addressing you as if he knows you. He says, "Oh, you're trying to get a burger from Pier? What are you doing out here? Aren't you supposed to be back?"
I don't know where I'm meant to be. Also, what's a burger?
Okay. And then he goes, you heard those noises? There was like growling, and did you see a dog anywhere? Like dingo?
No dog. Giant lizard thing. Murder.
Murder? Lizard?
Invisible guy. Got squished.
Hmm.
Still here.
Brian is
Man,
just
what a night.
Brian is just confused as, alright, stay right here. Or you know what, you can go inside. He clicks the gate and kind of opens it to you. He kind of treats you as if, you know, you're someone that has access to the meat. Just go in. I'm gonna be checking, alright? Stay safe.
Alright.
He goes
Oh,
And then
poor
walks right
Brian.
past.
he moves on over to the food truck with his flashlight on. What do Vas and actually I would like to ask Sid. Would you like
What?
that has it sunk into you yet? That you're seeing your hands and everything. Has it sunk into you that you are no longer human?
I am the monster. Roar, roar, roar. More or less, he's going to look at his hands and like he's going to see like the blood, the claws, the scale, and then it's like going to shift in his vision between his human hands and then his not so human hands, and then he's immediately going to scream. More or less, it's like a howl, like a guttural howl into the night, and then he runs off into the woods.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's a real talent.
You run as it runs off. Brian gets to the like he hears that roar. Like he kind of points towards the direction of the woods, the trees, and then he kind of looks back and he sees the blood trails from the door to the. He goes, "Oh no!" And he looks, and then he sees here. Before Brian comes in, you kind of come to. It's kind of difficult. Everything feels heavy. But the first thing that registers
Sharp
is
inhale.
you don't feel pain.
Oh,
But
what in the bloody hell is going on?
you start talking. When you're trying to talk, there's like you feel liquid and you taste iron in your mouth. Like, ew, ew.
I spit.
And then, just then, as you're gurgling and you spit, and as you try to speak the words, that's when Brian comes in. And he sees, like, a really effed up, like, a effed up Pier, like, his face is torn off, there's blood pouring down his mouth from where he spit, his innards are out. I was like, but you are sitting up. Like, goes- he's shaking, like, oh my
no!
Like,
god!
my
He's
neck.
gonna shoot me again!
He's like, oh shit,
I'm
Pier!
gonna die!
No, he goes, Pier, oh my god, are you... We need
Put
to...
my hands up. Brian! Brian!
You're saying this...
Some lizard thing just screwed me up.
I heard.
You'll never believe this.
We need to get you out of here. We need to
You're gonna have to see this.
get you. We need to get you out of here. We need to get your body out. we gotta bring you to Stacy, man. Oh no, you can't walk. Oh god. He's just like
Yeah, I lift up my arm. The only thing holding the forearm left is basically just the skin. And I got the bone.
oh
Ah,
no. Oh, Baz, I want to ask, does Baz
Shit.
go to the direction of the woods, or do you try to go back to the meat factory? Because you're seeing what looks to be a security guard heading towards the food truck. There's light area there, so your area's dark. You know, like the in between street light sections. So like you run into the darkness, wrestling with lizard, and then there's another extra street light where the food truck is.
Yeah, like talking to security officer sounds like a good idea to clarify what is this photo shoot and
What is
maybe
this?
some other news. Yep.
You start to move, and you're hearing the man go, oh my god, Pierre, oh god, like we need to get you to a hospital. Oh my god, how
Peter
do I
can't cook no more.
this?
Oh, it's also part of the show.
This-
Uh,
What the
anyway, still
hell?
moving there.
And then he goes, who the hell are you? There's a man who's dying in front of me. A good man. A man who's fed this town. He can't die. He can't die.
I yell
The
out. Brian.
burgers can't die.
The burgers can't stop flowing. Gosh darn.
The burgers
Brian.
must flow.
Brian, focus on me. You dimwit. Focus on me. I need help. Get Stacy on. Get everyone on. There's something out there. Make sure she brings. I instinctively raise my
You try to
right
point.
arm. Yeah, I try to point. You know, the
Please.
skin just start. Yeah, like the forearm starts like swinging about. Starts like flicking blood all over the place
And then as
towards
you're
the
flicking it
other
around, it's just,
guy.
I'll call, please. I'll call Stacey. Like he gets to the phone, and then he calls everybody.
Brian. And I point at the guy. You know how to shoot a gun? 3 shotguns this time. I called for 2 shotguns earlier. 3 shotguns this time.
Do you try to raise your fingers?
I try. Sure, we try. Go for the left one. There's only like 2. Like there's only like my index
There's
finger,
only 2
my thumb
fingers
left.
left.
You get the idea.
I'm in pain.
I raise my right right leg. Darn it. It's cut all the way up to halfway my thigh. And then I see, you know where's my foot? Right at the counter. Right where the till is.
Oh, no.
Gosh darn, I'm gonna have to clean the till this time.
Uh,
Gee whiz.
as you're trying to talk, actually, Baz is only registering the
Gurgling.
gurgling. You're going through the death gurgles.
Yeah. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh.
And you're thrashing like I want to understand with Baz. How are you like this is a bit too much for a movie shoot as you're seeing somebody go through death throes. And you've smelled meat for some time, but this is a bit too intense. It's like fresh blood, innards. What do you do?
Is this necessary to make it so realistic? It's still in denial.
This is a self-defense mechanism. Now I just call out. Oi, are you just gonna stand there? Are you gonna help me? I'm literally almost torn to pieces. Can you please stop just gawking at me and do something?
Should I call the producer or
The producer.
Don't call the producer. Call Stacy. Dial this specific number. I recite
Sure,
the number of Stacy.
Stacy's still practicing. It was like how old she was 10 years ago to the GM. No, how old she is now because
okay, so
I don't know how old she was, but definitely 80. Yeah, I know Stacy. She's like 90. It's still practicing. Maybe I call like normal doctor.
The gurgling sounds like you're hearing gurgling Stacy. Like much of the words are cut off, and the actual last thing you hear is actually when you do hear Stacy, it's like get Stacy, and then like the gurgling continues, and then there's this long exhale of like.
I'm dead. I'm actually like my body gave up.
I
basically.
died now.
So, in this moment, I need you to bleed a curse die. So, we remove your curse die. And with Jan's,
Me?
with Jan's consent, I want to ask for the player consent. You are the nearest living body as of this moment. In their moment of
Oh,
undeath, they will latch at the
Oh.
nearest living thing. Brian unfortunately left to take the phone call. It was supposed to be Brian. You're there. Are you okay with what is essentially uh you'll have a voice in your head essentially, and you guys will continuously clash for your body.
This is so messed up. I mean, he can change the target later, or it's
Just for
for
this
the rest
moment.
of the campaign.
No, it's up to you guys. But in
Okay,
this
yeah.
moment, he will have to possess you because he did. Now he's dead.
Or at least try to. Okay. What's the resist die?
The resist die for this is you would have to roll against a resolve and composure.
sorry. Say again.
No, that's for
Resolve
Vaz.
and what?
Resolve and composure.
Mm.
Because this is an immediate. This is
Sorry,
for a
in
scene.
advance.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. I don't hold any curse die, so I have 3. 1 second. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh-huh. Yeah? No, not 6. It's 5, 6, 7, 8. 6. No, not the 4. 7, 8. Yes. Let's go. You are not possessing me.
Okay.
I'm
Very
sorry.
nice.
So in the
Very nice.
so
Wait, that's 210. One of the curse die, one of the non-curse die. Is it
Oh my
wicked
goodness.
success?
wait, do you get one in
No, I get 2 10s. Like 1 10s on the curse die, one on the
Okay,
normal
yeah.
die.
So there will be a major complication this time. But you can spend off the major narrative complication. You can
Okay, so
you can instead add
4,
something
5,
narrative
6, 7,
instead
8.
for the storyline.
Oh, nah, that's actually really fun. That's cool.
That's 8 hits.
Yeah, so you can buy off the
Oh.
complication, and you can actually, instead of me setting a narrative setback, you can use this to add add something to the narrative because you have so many hits.
Okay.
Oh,
Or I can convert 3 of them into the
Yeah, so you can
momentum. Okay.
essentially you can make a narrative. Like what happens here? You
Okay.
control the narrative now. So what actually happens when he accidentally tries to possess you because you're the nearest living person? Obviously you pass, so it doesn't happen. So what happens according to Vaz? What did you do?
Okay. I think it's simple. He tries to like latch on instinctively, but he realizes that it's not a fully living person. There's something off, and it just like phase through.
So in this moment, like you phase through, and here everything's like a foggy mess. It's like
yeah.
everything's in grayscale and everything's a fog. And
Can I yell? Can I scream?
You're yelling and screaming, but it feels like, at least to Vaz, he's not reacting to it.
Yeah, this is gonna be an existential crisis for Pierre. There is no heaven, there is no hell, there's no afterlife.
It's just,
I'm
no.
stuck.
yes.
Okay, Vaz starts to freak out because he has a little bit of like first aid lessons. He has 1 dot in medicine, and he now realizes that no, this is an actual dead body.
Like, Yeah, it's starting to sink into you
Uh,
that this isn't a show. There's like there's a man on the phone right now. Like, I need Stacy. I need somebody. Like, she's on her
Uh,
way. The sheriff's on her
Crap.
way.
Do I remember a phone number of Stacy?
Um, you actually overhear the man on the phone as he's calling Stacy. Like, you're taking too long. Pierre's dying. He calls again. He goes, Catherine, cat. We need something's happened. So wild dog animals. They said it's
Wait.
a lizard.
Okay. Now horror real settles in fully. He remembers Pierre.
He does, but now
Wait.
his mutilated body
uh,
is just like
that's horrifying. I would say, sorry, since I'm just roaming around as a ghost and I can't possess this one guy,
yeah.
can I possess Brian now? I'm gonna wander around. Like I sense like this is gonna be like a magnet.
Yes,
You know
it
how
is.
you know how I have to. I don't have a choice. I have to find. I gravitate to basically the living thing. I have to do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it to this guy. He repelled me. His aura is too strong. So I'm gonna have to go for Brian.
Okay. I would say, uh,
Yeah.
in this moment, I want to know as you're going through your existentialism, are you, basically yearning for life? Like, are you thinking at this moment as you're between level and hell, your legacy as Piers Wellington, does it end right here? Do you have any of those thoughts as you're floating around?
I'd say Piers. Yeah, that's very true. I'm in excess of crisis and all that stuff. What's the point of being in the afterlife anyway at that point? Man, like I'd say at this point he'd be more drawn to the fact that he needs to possess Brian and he needs to exist again. So I think that's as far as his like mental state at the moment. It's foggy. Basically it boils down to the afterlife sucks. I need to live. I'd rather be alive than dead. And I'm gravitating towards Brian essentially. And
I
I will follow that sensation.
Okay. I would declare that you are actually going through your um I believe it is your torment. So you gain your curse die again, which you will lose as you
Oh,
possess Brian. Because whenever you
damn.
possess, you
So
keep
it's
losing.
okay.
Yeah, you keep losing.
Plus and a minus. I'm back to square one.
I will just roll for Brian. This is my
Brian,
first roll.
please let me in. Knock knock.
Let's see. Oh, no. He needed at least two. As he's calling like Catherine, there's something, and as you go in, his eyes roll up, and it's like he convulses for a bit as he drops his phone. He also drops his flashlight, and his eyes return back, and it's the color of Pierre's eyes.
Oh, heck yeah. I gave him light blue eyes this time.
Feels weird to be in a portly man's old body. It's like sweaty, cold
Yeah,
sweat.
like man, like I jump in. I am suddenly back. I go I inhale and then I cough. I touch my body. Oh man, beer gut. Oh my goodness. This guy doesn't exercise.
I mean, he exercises, but he just has a
Yeah.
beer belly. It's like his work, like running in a big meat
Yeah.
factory and stuff. He does. But it's definitely he eats. He does. It's like the 40-year-old. He can't
He
shut
eats a
up.
lot of that. There's a
And
lot of
beer.
them $10 burgers.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, hold on. You're passing.
With the $6 beer.
Yes, precisely. The ultimate combo of just carbs.
Okay.
I would
What are you
also
doing?
say ah
Oh, hello, I've returned.
So
Hello.
rough, buddy.
Sorry, my internet just
Stream
died.
is cursed.
I know, it happens every time. Did we come
We're
back?
gonna have to restart the stream, Mars.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I see. I see. We're
No,
back.
we're back. We're back. Don't worry about it. What was the last thing you said? Sorry.
Oh, okay,
Except-
good.
Except Vetra.
I was just gonna say, like, do I feel resistance? Is Brian fighting back?
I think in his panic state, and because he was just so focused on you, that there wasn't much resistance. He wasn't expecting to be possessed at once. Oh no! Oh no! It's gonna affect the.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's back. He's back. He's back. Don't worry about it.
Oh no.
No.
Denma, yeah, camera setup
Don't worry.
needs to be adjusted.
Don't worry about it. There you go. You're fine. We're back. So, in that, like, he's not fighting back. In this moment, it's almost as if you pressed pause. He probably will not remember what it is he's done
Okay.
beyond the fact that he was just trying.
I
to
have
focus.
assumed control.
Yes. For now.
Yes.
Brian with a beer belly.
Yes, Brian with the beer belly. Well, yeah, no, I feel my body, clench my fists, touch my face.
Oh, the internet, everything went down.
I
when you
pick
kicked
up
it.
the phone
No, it just
and
wobbled.
do I hear anything? Do I hear anything like at the phone, or like did it disconnect?
You try to pick up the phone actually.
Yeah, I do. I'll pick it up.
As you pick it up, he goes, "How many were there? How many did you see?"
Do I recognize the voice?
Roll real quick for a intellect. Are you passing?
Intellect. Oh my goodness. I am not smart at all. Alright. Rolling. No. Well, I'll roll one for the curse die. I think 8 and a 9. I think that should be it.
8 and 9, it's 2 successes. That's good.
Yes, sir.
There's a sense of dread that fills you as you realize, oh shit, this is Catherine, the HR manager of the meat factory, the Calderon meat factory. It's not the fact that she's HR that terrifies you, but because of the ongoing reputation that she has. That before she was an HR manager, she used to have killed people, like a hit woman, sorts. And she went to
Oh, hell yeah.
she went to jail.
Oh, gosh.
She had prison time. She got out and now works for the Calderon meat factory. You hear her stone.
And she's asking how many.
How many were there? How many did you see? I'll be right there. I need to know how many were there.
Sorry. Well, as far as I saw, madam, I saw Pierce's dead body. And I got this one other guy right over here with me. So I only saw. Oh, there's this one. I do not know that. Sorry, I'll take that back. So, one dead guy and one guy over here who's standing around like he doesn't know where he's at. He thinks this is a photo shoot.
It's not a photo shoot, oh Christ, it's not a photo shoot.
Okay, madam, scratch that. He thinks this is real life now. I think he's gone back to he's gotten back to his senses.
All right, enough. Hold him in place. Don't make him go anywhere. I'll speak to him.
Yeah, yes, madam.
If anything,
That really was Pierre? I'm
close,
sorry.
close down the food truck. Let no one see the body. Pierre's food truck will be closed. Check who's supposed to be on
Will do,
shift
madam.
today. Check who's enlisted. Probably around the premises. Look around for anything. We'll also check the security footage. I'll be there. 10 minutes. I will preface as this is happening. Last two action. This is for Pierre. How do you approach the panicked person now? As you approach him. What, like, you've been given orders by Catherine now. What do you do?
All right, just calm down, mate. All right, like
What? How? Have you seen that? This is Pierre. Pierre. He
well,
looks just like I
I'm quite
remember.
terribly sorry that you
Dad.
feel manic and panicked at the moment, but mate, we got a little bit of a situation. And look, just to clarify, that's my dead body. I got the one that got torn up.
What? What do you mean by that? What do you mean you're the body? You like a cop who like this is your the area of expertise, and that's he's like
Do you smoke?
no, it's bad for health, but I do breathing
All right,
exercise.
how about
I
you and
probably
I?
need to.
Let's head on over to that forest over there,
Why?
away from all of this blood and guts. And I'm gonna get you and me a
But,
fag, and we're gonna get a smoke.
what?
How about that? A fag, a smoke,
What is that?
smoke, a cigarette.
No, thank you. I feel breathing exercise helped a bit.
I'm
I
gonna
am comfortable now.
slowly
Sure.
lead my boy
Okay.
away from the truck, and I'm gonna go back to my corpse, and I know where I keep my cigarettes.
Wait! Don't leave me! Don't leave me! Stop! What if this sink that killed him is still nearby? We shouldn't be alone.
All right, that's true. I'm gonna grab, what do you call this? Brian's gun. I actually don't know how to shoot. Do you know how to use this?
No, I take self-defense classes, but they just show us how to like get a gun out of opponent's hand, not how to shoot it.
Right. All right. I'll keep this to myself. For now.
Christ, look, okay, oh no, this is...
There, I just grabbed my
knows?
cigarettes from my red
It's like-
carpet, man. It's like,
Wait, you live here, right? Or you just came? Man.
right, I do live here. Well, this used to be my truck, and that used to be my body.
Wait. What? What are you talking about?
Right. Like, it's a long story, mate. Let's just have a sit. Let's just have a smoke.
Okay, but what's important for me is how is my... I lived here once and I have family here. Visiting, I want to just make sure that they're safe, they're alive, they're not... But you probably heard of them or don't. I don't know if they moved. They were here like 10 years ago, right? Zolotarenko family. They had a meal, a salt meal.
Look, I'll just be straight honest with you, mate. I just got here like
Okay.
2 years ago.
I see. 2 years, and you never heard
Anyway,
of them.
here's your fag. Pick it up,
No.
put it on your mouth,
Thank you.
and I'll give you a light.
No, thank you. I can't.
I'm gonna
good.
put 2
Bad for the
cigarettes
health.
in my mouth. I'm gonna light them both at the same time.
Brian's body starts like he doesn't smoke.
He doesn't smoke. Ah, what a good boy. It's fine. Well, I'm gonna teach his body how to smoke this time.
God damn it. Also, as you're like your body's getting used to the high of like smoke cigarettes, I will just ask, do you start taking away your body and putting it away, putting it in a safe?
No, yeah, I think I'll play. Like, Piers will play ball. Like, also, it's gonna be very hard to take away my body because I'm gonna need a garbage bag for it.
Okay. Keeper, I'm confused. Keeper, GM, storyteller. I forgot how
I
to.
am
Story guy.
No,
It's
I
called
will
story
close
guide.
the
GM
truck.
called.
The story
I will
guide.
close the truck. That I'll leave the body there because I am deathly afraid of this woman. I don't want to get shot twice in the head and be declared that I shot myself in the head.
Girl.
Oh,
So, oh, by the way, buddy, what's your name again? I didn't quite catch your name.
Vas?
Vas.
Zolotarenko? Oh, I lived here 10 years ago. I remember Pierre, poor guy. I used to order burger in his place after school. Oh, that was a good thing.
I'm gonna try and recall.
Christ.
Do I remember Voss basically?
The weird thing about this is he remembers you, but you've never seen like the last name. Like you've known every customer. You've never encountered
I never
person.
heard. Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Nah,
Ooh.
a lot of weird things are happening. I'll keep that. I'll bookmark that, basically. I'll bookmark that.
Put a pin on that.
Uh, Voss, just give me a minute. I'm gonna grab us some water. I'm gonna go back into the food truck and just grab the water. I'm gonna grab a couple bottles of water just for me and him.
Yeah.
Me and the Voss.
He looks just like I remember.
Here you go, buddy.
Thank you. Did he stay there for the whole 10 years? Had there some
I don't
things
remember. I don't remember myself staying here for 2 years. Like I said, I came to America 2 years ago. Started the food truck business essentially almost the same year that I arrived here on shore.
Are you his boss or something? Pierre.
And then well, Pierce will do a double take. Well, the body, I motioned to my
Yes.
fat body.
Uh-huh.
Brian essentially worked for. Well, he didn't quite work for me, but I liked the guy, and so I kept him around. Gave him.
Wait, he throws the body, points at the body. This is Brian. So it wasn't
No,
his.
no,
It wasn't
no.
long
That's me.
cousin.
Now that's me. All right, that's me, Pierre. That's me over there, but this is Brian. Yeah, I motion my face. This is Brian, but so that's me, but I'm in Brian's body right now. It's bloody complicated like that, innit?
It's like, you see something like this essentially.
Yeah, of course. Look, mate, I don't get it either, but as far as I'm concerned, just between you and me, mate, the afterlife,
Yes,
it ain't worth it. There's nothing there for you. There's nothing. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm quite happy to be back here. I tap my chest. You know,
honestly,
I'm Pierre again. Well, Pierre, but in Brian's body.
Okay, Denma, can I do an insight check?
You can do a cunning and empathy, yes.
How convinced? Oh,
Yes.
Is this really a cunning? Okay.
It's
Cunning and empathy.
no, it's if you're
6
kind of
then.
doing a quick read at the moment. It's like a quick, like, that's how
Okay.
you're doing it.
5, 6. 6 with 3 course die. Okay. Uh, oh, it's the same that I just did. Again, roll. That's
Nice.
2 hits.
Um, uh, what I mean, you're feeling it as like a radiation of emotions. Like it's weird, like aura, like it's radiating. What are the
Mhm.
emotions that's you're going through right now? Before shift C. What's the emotions
I'd
going
say
through
Pierre
Pierre?
just wants, man, like, what's the emotion for wanting someone to believe him? Well,
Okay.
desperation, I suppose. Well, that's like the core of the emotion. Desperation to be believed. Desperation for Vaughn to basically understand. Please, sir, I am telling you the
Uh,
truth.
Okay, I see that. I see by your like mimics that you do believe that. Okay, 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 okay. It's a lot of weird shit happening today. Let's add one more.
Quite so. I certainly wasn't thinking that this was going to happen today of all times. It's one way to end the year.
Okay, if you're up here, then you are here for a long time, and you definitely know my parents, right? Uh,
Look, the name doesn't ring any bells. I'm sorry to say. I'm not sure if that's the right peer that you're talking about. Maybe there's another peer around here.
Um,
Not that I know of.
so one thing you remember
uh,
in the last name is like there was a grandmother, there was an old lady, there was a
Yep.
married couple,
mhm.
and a young kid. This doesn't look like the young kid. He's way too old.
Mm. Oh.
Nah, there was a kid. This is like nah.
Man, is he gonna bring up this can of worms? Nah. Nah. The cigarette's still burning.
Okay. I will just to kind of
Mhm.
I'll pause the conversations for now. This I feel like this is something we can better explore in the next session
Yeah,
as we'll kind of close out the
for sure.
last two scenes.
Carry on my way.
God damn, as you're smoking the cigarette, the trail of the smoke as you're processing what is happening to you both. We shift and jump cut over to one of the lizards, not you, not you, you're less. We run over to the other lizard
Which
of
wizard?
Hmm?
Which lizard?
you start running into the woods and like break like the fastest pace. Like you've never run this fast. Not like the last time when you were running past the border trying to get to the other side. I know the
Mm-hmm.
lore wise, you were. This isn't something you like the wind and the
Yeah.
breeze as you're running past it. But in this moment, um, you get a cutscene as when you're starting to run, the air starts to get cold and everything goes dark. You don't feel the dry leaves and the mud from the forest. It's like you're walking on something flatter. Everything gets smooth, but it's all darkness. It continues to go dark until you can't see a thing. You look behind you.
I look behind me.
You look. You know that feeling in a video game when there's like a structure of a video game map and then you go past and it's
Mm-hmm.
just darkness. When you look behind,
Mm-hmm.
you see the light again leading back to the streets, heading back to the meat factory. It's almost as if there is no forest that's loaded. You just continue to run into darkness. It's a weird sensation. Something tells you something's not right.
he's going to try and like walk backwards to see like if it's going farther or if it's like same distance.
Like into the darkness or into the street where you like?
Yeah, but he's like looking at he's walking backwards into the darkness, but he's looking towards the light to see if it like goes further and further away.
You start to walk, and it's like it moves further, like with the forest, but it stops at a certain point, like as if you've hit an invisible wall.
He like tries to feel behind him. Is there a wall? Does he feel a wall?
There.
He turns around again. Is it still the darkness?
Still the dark.
Van would just immediately like scratch his head. And then does he feel like he would feel like he would realize that he doesn't feel correct with like when he scratches his head, doesn't feel the correct texture.
Yep. Everything.
And
feels
then
off.
he looks back at his hands and is like, and then he just like he holds onto his like he tries to feel his face out.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't. He starts turning around and then just runs back towards the light as he feels like there is definitely something going on here, but he can't. There's nowhere else to go.
And you realize something as the POV that you.
Mhm.
I want to know, does your wild form have a different voice? Does it have its own voice? I'm asking if it's doing a Benno.
Yes. Eddie.
We sit. In that moment,
Eddie.
you hear that voice go. I can't do it, but it's more or less, what? You are a murderer.
Yes. We murdered. We are murderers.
And it realizes as the POV that you've had before of you seeing the creature, it
Mhm.
shifts now as you recall that it is now in your first person. The thing that bothers you,
No.
the thing that bothers you the most actually, is that you have no recollection. Adding to the things that you are discovering, it's almost as if you were brought there to that spot. You can't recall why. You don't remember when you rode the bus, when you came from home. Just remembered almost feeling like you were spawned in that place. And something repeating it. The actions. And the voice in your head points that out. We've been through this before. That annoys.
We've done this before. Remember?
No. No, I don't know what this is. You are demonio. Demonio. No. Mm. Yeah. He's just like internalizing. Van is just internalizing himself, but the voice will just go on to say, like,
No. I am as much as part of you
Ever since then, I am your birthright.
I want to ask, do you reject the creature's influence right then and there?
Yes, Van will immediately like try to reject everything he's hearing, everything that it is trying to say.
So, uh, you will go like painfully back to a transformation back to your human form. As the bones snap back, your skin like contorts and it reattaches itself. The muscle kind of tenses, twists. But just letting you know, as you reject it, there is a +1 enhancement. If anyone tries to take an action against you, they get that dice. That's a complication you get for regaining control.
Mm-hmm.
Just for one action, don't worry. The next action. So if anyone tries to do something to you, they get a +1 dice.
Mm-hmm.
You do return to your form, but you're covered in blood. Your hands are covered in blood. Your clothes are torn. How far do you get close to the light, to the food truck? Actually, where do you go from here? Knowing that the woods isn't what it seems. The town isn't what it seems.
He's going into the meat factory.
Oh. You start walking there in your torn clothes, zombified. You have access because you are an employee. You make your way past the administration office
Mm-hmm.
into the storage area where you would change the clothes, like the proper outfits. I want to ask now, as we shift over to the final scene of the night, where did you head to, actually, as you entered the meat factory?
He would have just, considering that he's the security guard said that I should be here. I look for the area with other scientists or someone that looks like.
You you will need to roll first for cunning and survival.
Uh,
Oh wow. Okay, that's actually wow. Okay, that's 3 hits. You just kind of snip in the air. You make a lick in the air and right, right. And in this entirety, keep looking up and you see like somebody just looking at this whole ordeal, banging at the glass like, but that's not after matter right now. You smell and taste friends. You move past the factory, past the storage. There's a couple of warehouses in which, you know, the freezer area. Not good for your skin or the cold. You trudge through.
since I have the Accursed, I have elemental soak. So now I am.
Oh, you kind of what texture does your skin do when it gets to the cold? Actually, as you manifested, sure.
Basically downgrades or related company. Cold or something.
Just no, but what? How does it manifest on your skin? Does it turn more hardened?
I would say
flaky.
the skin that was slightly torn off has the scale.
Ugh. Yeah. Ugh. it starts to regrow. It kind of takes form, but it's still contorted and odd as you go through the freezer area. And as you move past it, you need to look around. And you see a bunch of lizards frozen, mixed in with the meat plants.
Oh my gosh.
And then you blink again. The lizards look like normal meat now.
Oh, that's
You continue to follow along the path. The weird sense of that you've been here before. You've traveled here faster, smaller, with the others. Your mind flashed back to the moment when all you and the others tried to.
Was there a cold temperature gauge that he could turn off?
Yeah. There is. There are a couple of gauges. Pipes.
Annoying. Then he just turns off all the.
Oh no. You start turning them off. You do remember the time. You know why they are frozen. So what? It was the time you were able to escape. Your brethren, you that were not able to run faster as you have. They were trapped here. And continue to walk and make your way towards the area. There's a door now that blocks, which it would lead to another secret area. Wander through. Just then, you see a phone ringing that's attached to the wall. A wall phone. Ching, ching. Ching, ching.
Has he seen people pick up a phone before?
You've seen those in coats talk with those contraptions.
He picks up the phone and is like, hello?
You hear Alexia says, Good. Good. You can hear me? No. You can hear me?
Yes.
Know what you are?
Once lizard, human skin.
I knew it. Like you hear that confirmation and excitement in his voice. Knew it. Alright.
No more lizard.
Right.
I'm gonna turn out like big lizard outside.
No.
Big lizard outside.
Maybe. But you did you see
gonna
the
be
others?
big.
You see others. Other weird ones.
Yes, big one outside.
Find the other weird one. You all need to help each other if you want to get out. Otherwise, it'll keep repeating itself.
Also another lizard thing that turned invisible outside.
Get him to. You'll need to fix this.
Who are you, mysterious voice?
Just another cog in the machine.
So how does this machine work?
A machine that was made. People who shouldn't have made it. He lets out an exhale. You'll need to fix it. You're the only one who can.
Machine seems to be working. What needs to be fixed?
Machine shouldn't exist.
Okay, breaks the machine.
Do you break the phone?
I break the phone.
Oh my god. You start breaking it. And
Lizard brain moment.
in that And this is where we actually end the session.
Perfect.
To the broken phone. The handle's
Carry on
broken. As
my wayward son.
Oh god. But yes, that is the fourth session of In Between Places where the plot thickens as all the accursed are coming together in this space. Will they figure out the secrets of the town? What needs to be fixed? What machine is being talked about by the mysterious voice? Find out in the next session
Look,
next
I
week.
broke that machine. We fixed the machine.
Join us next time as the Accursed deals with the telephone problem.
Hello, 911. Right, I broke the machine.
Wait, what's 911?
Okay, before we end the session, I just want to ask the players, how are you guys feeling so far, and how are you guys enjoying the system? At least
Oh, that
basic.
was fun. That was
Okay.
really fun.
Right. Jan, how are you feeling with it so far?
Same. I like this party dynamic.
I know.
There's so much
It's
chaos.
just chaos incarnate.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
on a much
mhm.
more. Sorry. You go ahead, Jan.
I'm so that sometimes I think the delay and I was interrupted 2 or 3 times. I apologize for that. So yeah, we are all from different lineages, so there is a maximum chaos, and I love that. Mechanics wise, it was okay. Nothing unmanageable. Love the story again, love the setup, and curious how it will go.
Yeah. We
That's it.
got 2 sessions to figure out how you guys are gonna fix the machine that he just broke. Uh,
What machine?
I don't know. What is the machine? Dun dun dun. All right. And Sin and Petra, how are you guys liking it so far? How do you guys think of the system?
I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying the uniqueness of each and everyone's different arts or lineages and how they're working out with everyone, especially with how everyone's interacting with each other right from the get-go. I don't know how I feel about the whole success is 8 and above, but I actually do quite like it because it actually does make it a little bit more difficult. Where, because I guess it's like we're not of this realm, so doing things would be a lot more difficult than the norm.
I want to comment on this one. Thing is, it's not easier that World of Darkness thing because once does not subtract from your roll. So it's like I think it's more or less the same, you know.
Okay, yeah. So with the removal of the basically ones negating any successes, I guess having the 8's actually really good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna enjoy this. I do love how I've made it where my character's torment is always tells the truth.
Oh,
So it makes it so much more fun.
Yeah, for this group most especially. Yeah.
Just giant murder lizard outside. Invisible guy. Don't know about that guy yet.
Alright.
well, mine is get into the stupid fights, so also perfect here.
It's so beautiful.
I'm honestly just in love of all the chaos that we are doing, and then also realizing that at the same time we are going to just absolutely go ham here.
Yeah.
Hold on, sorry, point. I will say, prepare for the next session, in preparation for the players that are trying out Curseborne for the first time, and for the people that are gonna watch. There's gonna be combat. It is
Yee.
unskippable.
Oh,
It is unskippable, and it's a way for me to showcase the combat system. It's about high time we do a proper combat for this. We've been doing a
Yo.
lot of narrative. We've been doing the tricks. We're slowly learning the spells. But next week is gonna be combat, so prepare for that.
The lizard brains.
Oh boy.
Fight, fight, fight. Wait,
I was also
Murder.
sorry,
Vasyl.
then mother. I was also gonna say, when it comes to the dice rolling and everything, it was really nice just because, again, because everyone else is so different. Not just because of our different classes, but also just because, well, everyone genuinely is just different. Everyone's got their own stories, everyone's got their own wacky personalities, essentially. Everyone jives well together. Yeah, sure, we're all opposites, but it all complements. So the chaos is just great because, I mean, yeah, it's fun. It's very fun. I actually really like how right out the bat we got contested roles. I wasn't expecting the contested roles to just come out like that quick, but it came out, which is like great. But yeah, like also someone who hasn't really played a lot of other systems. It's very interesting, the whole D10 system. I can't really comment on it per se being it my first session, but I am very keen to stress test it a lot more, especially when the combat starts, because that's gonna be wacky.
Gonna make sure.
I can't
Oh,
wait
yeah.
for Venom Lizard to start ripping people's heads off.
I know.
Just like I ripped yours off.
Oh
I
my-
know. My
this.
first-hand experience.
I like how when when Chestnut was asking, so how do I die? I was like, no, we're gonna set this up. It's like I have two lizards here.
I know.
It's gonna be framed in such a way.
You got two lizards.
And the funny thing is, just a little teaser. Every time I mentioned the lizard, everybody kept thinking it was the lizard character that was being made.
Because there's lizards in
Yeah.
the background.
No,
Yeah,
there's a real guy. There's a real lizard.
Yeah, they thought that
another
he's the
lizard
one doing
man.
all the messes, but there's more than one lizard apparently in the group that's capable of murder.
I can't wait for my character to finally be able to gaslight people.
Yeah, amazing.
I also got hit with deja vu of then just picking up my character again and throwing him.
All right.
uh,
So,
for the combat voice, I need one more core dice, but
Yeah.
we will get it when we will get
don't,
together first
don't
time.
you worry. I will make it a point before combat starts that everybody narratively, if it fits, schmitch, to get curse die, and you guys have been pulling a lot of momentum. You guys have 5 and you have not used it yet. I will say the difficulty will start to
Ooh.
range now with combat from 3 to 5. So you will need to keep hitting 3 to 5 in the combat. So it's not gonna be 1 and 2, 1 and 2. It's gonna start going 3-5, 3-5 with major complications. I'm gonna do a lot of play arounds for that. So yeah, I hope the folks
Yay.
over.
I'm confused on the 3-5-3-5.
Oh,
You need 3 successes to
3
overcome enemy
successes
defense or
or 5
something like that.
successes.
Yeah.
You need
Ah,
5
okay.
successes, 3. So you need to do a lot of hits of 8 above.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. I'll be holding everyone's hand because I know it's your first time doing Curseborne. And again, thank you, OnyxPath, for allowing
We
content creators to run stories like this on your channel. And please do check out the other Curseborne campaigns. It's definitely Curseborne month. And I just want to say again, congratulations to OnyxPath for getting their Kickstarter for Curseborne crowdfunded. So they're already reaching like 500% already. So they're hitting a lot of points. But
Do you
there's
have
still
the link to that? Or
yeah, actually, yes. Thank you for the for those who still want to catch up on the Curseborne. You can still sign up for the Kickstarter, send your pledge to be part, and get your hardcover or PDFs, whichever you'd like. Thank you again for joining, and we'll see you guys on the next stream next week, same time, same place, with the gang of Accursed. And this stream will also be uploaded on YouTube after I finish uploading the other 2 sessions.
and where can they find these videos?
In DenMotherPlays, for the YouTube channel, it'll be for DenMotherPlays channel. But for OnyxPath, they have it highlighted here on their Twitch, so you guys can actually check it over here as well. So, yeah, thank you again, guys,
Woo!
players, for joining. And I'm just going to raid out to Ponderkind, who is playing Haunting Ground. It's pretty cool.
Woo!
Raid Ponderkind.